Welcome everyone to day one of the 2025 NABC Robot Individual. We are about to get started with the first hand and just a couple of comments before we go in. So it's always going to be a little bit different than some of my other tournaments that I play, the robot tournaments in particular. A couple of things to note. This is going to be a best hand format. Sometimes I will forget that, so let me know in the comments if I overlook something, which can happen for sure. But for that reason, it means we're going to end up as the declarer pretty frequently. And so it's not exactly going to be a just declare tournament. There will be bidding involved, but as usual, we're going to expect ourselves and the field to probably end up in the same contracts or similar contracts most of the time. So it's going to be our objective to take as many tricks as we can. The field is fairly weak for these sorts of things. I don't remember in general how many people end up playing this thing, but we have been, I think, in the top 10 for the past couple of times that we played this. Pretty strong results overall, but haven't ended up winning the thing. We'll try and do that. And then the final comment about kind of bidding style is that what I've learned, or what I've found out, is that a very effective strategy, and what I've been using the last couple of times I've played in this thing, is to play 13 to 17 no trumps, something like that, and to sometimes bypass major suits if the hand just feels like no trump. So if partner opens a minor and we have like Jack fourth or something in one of the major suits, we might end up bidding a no trump instead of one of a major because, you know, we're 4-3-3, for example. And this could get us to a different contract. It can cause the opponents to misdefend because they believe we don't have 4 cards in that suit. There's a lot of benefits to doing it, but in general, I tend to still play mostly down the middle. In a very weak field, our objective is still just going to be to try and outperform the rest of the field in both the auction and the play, to earn, 70 or 80% board. And if we can string together a couple of 70s, 2 or 3 70s back to back to back, then we'll probably be right up there in the position where we might be able to win the tournament. So that's what we're going to try and do. Additionally, because I'm going to be a lot more careful and thoughtful about the decisions we make, this video is going to be a lot longer than what you're used to if you haven't seen some of these before. The robot NABCs that I've been playing for a little while, then there should be plenty more on the channel. Maybe I'll actually make a playlist with all of them in case people want to binge watch the entire sets. But without further ado, let's get into the first hand. So we got 24 boards that we're playing today, 24 tomorrow, 24 the following day. All right. So best hand format, we got a 14 count, which means partners limited to 14. It's pretty unlikely we have a slam, especially given the 2 club overcall. Now, I guess there's a couple of possibilities. I mean, the most obvious one to me that leaps out is to pass. Obviously, we could just bid 3 no trump. And I think a significant portion of the field is going to do that. One of the things that I don't have a good grasp on, I mean, one of the many things with the robots at least, is when do they balance and what do they balance with? Like if partner has a 3-5-4-1 11 count or 12 count, is partner going to reopen with a double if it goes 2 clubs pass? I think the answer is yes. But I don't know. I wouldn't put it past this partner to just pass the hand out if they held that. Now, another question is, because we're probably just making 3 no trump, what are the odds that we score 500 against 2 clubs? That would mean that we would need to take 8 tricks on defense in a club contract. Let's give partner a couple of cards. King of Hearts. So that's a 3 count, and we already probably have 5 top tricks, Ace King of Diamonds, Ace King of Hearts. We definitely have two natural club tricks, the king and 10 of clubs. Our 5-card club suit could easily produce another trick. That would get us up to 7, and once again, partners only turned up with 3 high card points at this juncture, so they probably have, maybe a spade trick, maybe the diamond queen. Maybe the queen of hearts just cashes. I think I would like to defend 2 clubs doubled if I can. So I guess subsequent concerns could be, because we know that the robots like to overcall on just 5-card suits with 10 high card points. If East only has 5 clubs, it lessens the chance that our partner has a singleton over there. And so if our partner's sitting over here with like 3-5, 3-2 shape with a minimum opener, and it goes 2 clubs pass back to them, they might just pass it out, in which case we're not doing very well on this hand. So already a pretty big decision robot-wise. I mean, with a normal partner, I would definitely just pass 2 clubs in quick tempo, expecting them to reopen with a double basically all the time in an auction like this. But with this robot partner, it's definitely a little bit more complicated. I think I'm going to chance it. We'll pass. Hopefully partner reopens with a double. If partner reopens with 2 hearts or 2 diamonds or something, then we can just bid 3-0. Great. Partner does reopen with a double. I'm going to pass, which apparently shows 5 or more clubs. I don't know why I would necessarily show 5 or more clubs, but okay, 2 clubs doubled. So our objective is definitely at least 500. If we can get 800, that would be ideal. We lead king from ace king. I'm just going to lay down high diamond to take a look at the dummy. King 2 9 5. Okay. So partner is standard carding. Partner has standard carding here. So the 9 of diamonds does look high. That could be because partner has queen third. And something that I probably don't want to do is allow declare to ruff a number of tricks. Because if declare starts scoring ruffs with their small trumps, then we might get end played out of one of our trump tricks, like the 10 of clubs later in the play. So I'm kind of tempted to switch to ace of hearts and a heart. Let's try and picture partner's hand. So partner did reopen with a takeout double, and dummy only has a singleton club, so maybe clubs are 6-5, 1-1 around the table. If that's the case, I mean, partner could be 4-5, 3-1. Partner could be 3-6, 3-1. Partner could be, I don't think partner can have 4 diamonds, because with queen, jack, 10, 9 of diamonds, partner would have played the queen at trick 1, presumably. So it really looks to me like partner has queen third of diamonds and declare has jack doubleton. Wait, something really isn't adding up about the I guess partner could have queen jack 9 in the diamond suit, and declare has 10 doubleton, because, the 9 just doesn't make any sense if partner has the 10. So partner can't really have queen 10 9, right? I mean, I guess they could. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past them, but anyway, so that's probably what's going on in the diamond suit. The spade suit, we aren't so certain. I could switch to spades now, which might be important if partner has really good spades and really bad hearts. Like if partner's hearts are only queen third or something, or not queen third, queen fifth, then ace of hearts and a heart switch would not be effective. But obviously, if partner has king, queen, fifth of hearts, we do want to switch to ace of hearts, heart. Defense is hard. I mean, if partner has king, fifth of hearts, I think we're actually okay switching to ace of hearts and a heart as well. We could try and force declare out of trumps and maybe take a bunch of tricks towards the end of play. Like, our diamonds are definitely going to cash at the very end of the hand. But I think it's better to just start trying to get roughs. How confident am I in that? Maybe I should think about this for a second, because I could just go ace of diamonds, diamond. Force declare. I mean, maybe on a good day we get lucky and partner has a doubleton diamond. Partner's like 4, 6, 2, 1. Pretty unlikely, but I guess possible. I don't think the robots would balance with double with that hand. In fact, I'm pretty confident that if we look at the description of partner's takeout double, it probably shows 3 cards in every other suit. It does. 3 diamonds, 3 spades. And the robots tend not to violate that. So, if we do go ace of diamonds, diamond, what's declare's plan going to be? Because if they try and pull trumps, then we'll be able to win the king of clubs eventually and play a 4th diamond, forcing them again, and we're going to have the long trump at that point. So if declare happens to have something like queen, jack, third of spades, we wouldn't really be in any danger of partner winning the ace of spades too early and then declare running the spade suit and dummy, which I don't think we're necessarily in danger of anyway. On the other hand, if we're able to cash 3 hearts, I mean, we really just need to do that immediately. I think it's pretty important to do so. Can it ever hurt to play a second diamond before switching to the ace of hearts? Like, if declare roughs, I mean, we'll be able to get in eventually anyway. I suppose if declare has the ace and king of spades, so partner could have a hand that's like queen, jack of diamonds, king, queen of hearts, queen, jack of spades, and like a singleton club honor or something, maybe, for an opening bid. That seems pretty unlikely to me. I mean, playing the ace of diamonds could matter if partner started with queen doubleton. But again, I don't think partner has that hand for the reopening double. I think the robots really are confined to these 3-card holdings. So ace of diamonds, ace of hearts, heart. I'm not sure why it's helpful to cash the diamond ace. I think it might clarify something to our partner if we do so. I guess there's a bit of a problem if partner gets in and plays a 3rd diamond rather than trying to cash a heart or trying to give us a heart rough, for example. I guess there's also a problem if partner has like king 6th of hearts and declare has queen doubleton, and we go ace of diamonds, ace of hearts, heart, and partner wins, and now partner has no way to get back to our hand to put a spade through. But partner can just switch to clubs. Or play a 3rd diamond. Dummy has no entry to the jack of hearts anyway. Okay. Let's do it. Ace of diamonds, ace of hearts, heart. Partner plays the queen, declare the 10. So yeah, I think we do know what's going on in the diamond suit. Partner started with queen, jack, 9. And probably should have dumped the queen at trick 1, but they played the 9. Declare started with 10 doubleton. So let's go ace of hearts, heart now. Long think from declare. That was a very slow trick. I'm going to continue a heart, hoping to, that partner has the king. Partner does, and declare has queen third, so we get a ruff. That's good. And now what do we want? We still have 2 club tricks. Partner presumably still has the spade ace. So we're going to get at least 500. Can we do better? I mean, obviously I could just exit a diamond here, which would be safe. Sometimes we get super lucky if we have misread the diamond position and partner started with a doubleton. Our partner will ruff. But could it ever be important to switch to spades? Like, let's say partner has the ace queen of spades. Ace queen third. That would give partner 3-6, 3-1, but I guess it's possible. So if we play a spade to partner's queen, and partner puts a heart through, I guess declare can pitch a spade, but we can ruff, play a spade to partner's ace, and then another heart coming through, or a spade at that point, would promote an extra trump trick for us. I mean, we might score... I guess the thing is, if I do play a spade and partner doesn't have the ace queen, I might end up picking off their spade holding. I mean, dummy doesn't have entries, so if partner does have like ace jack third of spades and I switch to the 10, declare could hop up with the king, but partner would win the ace and there's no entry to take a spade finesse later. Although I suppose I would need to guess what to do if partner played back a heart then. Exiting a diamond's definitely a lot safer. I forced declare once. If declare goes ace of clubs, queen of clubs, I win the king, and force declare again with a second diamond. Oh, and then partner's going to have a lot of hearts set up. Wait a second. Yeah, if partner just has the spade ace, maybe we can tap declare out at this point. Okay, let's try that. Ace of clubs. Partner plays the 4. 9 of clubs. Huh? Okay. Now what? I mean, let's say declare has 5 clubs. This isn't exactly the same as in a normal match point field, because in a normal match point field, if East had 5 clubs, most players would not be overcalling with this hand. So we could just like play the 10 and be like, oh, partner wins the queen or the jack or something, like, great. But here we know that everyone's overcalling 2 clubs, and I think a lot of the field is going to pass, hoping for a penalty, and they're going to get it. So a lot of them will be in the same spot that we're in now. Nine of clubs, man. What a play. We still don't have a full count on the hand, so it is a little bit of a guess. Like, it's definitely true that if we were to play the the 10 of clubs here and it loses, and our partner wins, say the queen or the jack, then Declare is going to have the remaining honor and the 8 left over. I don't think East can have the Jack of clubs to do this, unless they started with Queen, Jack, 9, 8, 6th. Like, East might think that, especially given that our pass here, which is no longer alerted, but was announced to us as showing 5 or more clubs, if East started with 6 clubs, East would know that that we have the King, 10, 7 of clubs remaining. So from Queen, Jack, 9, 8, they could just as easily lead the 9 as the Queen. They have 2 losers anyway. So if I duck this trick, I mean, it's really bad. I guess is the point. We might always be able to get our trick back, though. I'm wondering. Like, let's say I play the 10 of clubs and it loses. Partner wins the Jack, right? Partner's going to play a high heart, or a winning heart. If East roughs in, we can ditch a spade. And that will effectively promote our 7 of clubs back into a trick. So I think we get the trick back if we cover the 9 of clubs with the 10. Because the goal 10 of clubs, Declare pitches, say, a spade from dummy, doesn't matter. Partner wins, plays a high heart. If East roughs low, we can overruff with the 7 of clubs, and we're in the same spot. If East roughs with a middle spot card, we pitch our spade. East can then play a spade, partner can win the ace and play another heart. And if East discards, we pitch our diamond at that point, and then we have a trump coup on defense, which would be pretty sweet. And if East overruffs, if East roughs, we can overruff, pull the last trump, and our 8 of diamonds is high. I think this is right, that we can play the 10 of clubs and we still get our trick back as long as we're right about partner having the spade ace. And I think we are. I don't think East would ever risk not cashing the ace king of spades before messing around on this hand. So I do expect partner to win this. They didn't. Oh, okay. Well, that was scary for a moment, but we did work out to play the 10 of clubs, and I don't know why Declare played the 9. Okay, let's try and be as careful as possible. So we've roughed once, Declare's roughed once, and Declare started with 1 more club than us. We could play the 8 of diamonds to force East down to the same number of trumps as us. Then if they play the Queen of clubs, we can win, play a spade to partner's ace, and then partner will be able to put a heart through, scoring our 7 of clubs en passant. So that seems like a pretty simple plan. There doesn't really appear to be an alternative. I mean, we could play a spade and partner plays a heart, and I think it comes out the same, but it just looks simpler to me to just play the 8 of diamonds immediately. Okay, Declare leads the spade themselves. Partner wins the ace, plays a heart through. Rough with the queen, and it doesn't really matter what we do. I guess I'll pitch a spade. And so then we get the last 2 tricks. Partner had the queen of spades anyway, so looks like maybe we could have done the same in multiple different ways. I don't think we can get 1100, or if we can, I'm not really seeing it. I mean, Declare is always going to score at least the ace of clubs, 1 of the queen or jack of clubs, and a diamond ruff at some point in the play. Or so it seems. And then I guess they also have a natural club trick with the 9 or 8 of clubs. So yeah, Declare just has 3 natural club tricks and the long club, which they should be able to score at some point. So 800, I think, is the best we can do. If the field gets to 3-0, we're pretty happy. Obviously, 800 does better than that contract. On to board 2. As usual, slow start, but we'll probably pick up the pace with this as we continue moving. We got 22 here. Did I count correctly? Let me just pause. Yeah, 22. So we'll open 2 clubs and rebid 2 no. This is just a balanced hand. No reason to do anything other than that, I don't think. 2 no, 22 to 24. Partner bids 3 diamonds, transferred hearts, we accept. Partner bids 5 no, quantitative invite to 7. Huh. I mean, we're minimum, and our 5-card suit is pretty terrible. But we have a lot of useful cards. I'm a bit nervous about Ace Queen Doubleton of Spades. I think there's some chance that partner has King Doubleton. I think I'm just going to bid 6 no. Let me take a fish through what they think 6 level bids are. 6 clubs shows 5. As does 6 diamonds. 6 hearts declines. Wait. 5 no trump. It doesn't say Grand Slam force. It says decline, but 6 hearts it says decline, not having 2 of top 3 on. I have 2 of the top 3 honors. I'm very confused. Wait a second. Did they intend 5 no as Grand Slam force? And it's just not written in the description? Oh no. It says exactly 5 hearts. Oh no. We're in one of the robot guess modes. We have to decide what partner means by 5 no. I think it is just a quantitative invite to 7. I mean, that's, I believe, the old school style of playing this kind of bid. So that's probably what's programmed in. Let me construct some hands. So partner's 11 to 13. Let's give them 13 for a second. King, Jack, 5th of hearts. So we have 5 heart tricks. 5 hearts, 3 diamonds, and the ace of spades. Adds up to 9. We need to give partner 9 more hard card points, including the club ace. That would be 10. The king of spades would technically get us to 12. If we have 3 spade tricks. I mean, the jack of diamonds would be 13, but that's basically it. It would just be, partner would need kind of the exact perfect hand. Jack of diamonds, king 3rd of spades, ace of clubs, king jack of hearts. I think that's a bit too much. I mean, there's some worry that hearts is better than no trump. Like if partner has a singleton club, we could play in hearts. But it's just not really worth it to investigate that at match points, not when we know nothing about partner's hand. Partner's forcing us to slam, and we don't have a heart fit. So we play in no trump, right? It's match points after all. I think we just bid 6 no. I'm very concerned about the description of 6 hearts, though. I mean, if partner might have a 6-card heart suit over there, then the chances of making 7 are much higher. Just gonna bid 6 no. Okay. Well, yikes. 2 of diamonds lead. Well, let's put up the 9 and see if it holds. But then we have a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. 2 of diamonds. I mean, it could be 4th best. Could be from 3. We just don't know. All right. Okay. Well, I really hope it's Jack 10 fourth as opposed to Jack 10 third, but the robots are known to underlead Jack 10 third. We're not out of the woods yet. We still have a lot of work to do. But our chances have improved considerably given that the diamonds provide 4 tricks. So off the top, we have 4 diamonds, 3 hearts, 2 clubs, and a spade, which is 10. Which means we need to set up 2 extra tricks. But entries are also a little bit complicated. Normally, if we could just unblock the ace king of clubs and play a 3rd round of clubs, that would be the ideal way to try and score 2 extra tricks here. Either the queen or 10 could come down doubleton, or the suit could split 3-3, which is a little bit better than playing on hearts, which would require the suit to just be 3-3. But in this case, I think... so concluding that thought, the issue there is that by unblocking the ace king of clubs, the hearts are still blocked and we would lose access to the heart king. So even if the clubs happen to come home for 4 tricks, we would lose a heart trick in the process and still only be up to 11. We would then either, therefore, need to cash 3 rounds of hearts before playing a 3rd club, in which case someone with the queen of clubs and a 4-card heart suit would just be able to cash out. Or we would need to set up the clubs and then overtake the queen of hearts with the king to take a spade finesse later in the play. So with that consideration, I think it's probably better to play on hearts. If hearts provide 2 extra tricks, that immediately gets us up to the 12 tricks we need, and then we'll be on a spade finesse for an extra trick. If hearts don't provide us 2 tricks, then, or 5 tricks, then we can still knock out the 4th round of hearts and maintain a club entry to get over there to cash the 5th heart, and we would be up to 11, and then we would be on the spade finesse or potentially some sort of black suit squeeze. So I think the plan is to win the 9 of diamonds, unblock the hearts, club to the ace, king of hearts, pitch a club, and then, depending on what happens, play a 4th heart, pitching another club. Presumably take the spade finesse. I mean, the queen of clubs could drop doubleton. That would be helpful. But I think that's the best plan that I've come up with. I'm just thinking, I mean, I don't think it's all that more profitable to take this line of play than the original one I mentioned, which is just unblock the ace king of clubs, cross and diamonds, and play a 3rd club. Like I said, I mean, if the clubs come home, then sure, we would need some sort of squeeze, maybe, in hearts and spades, or just the spade finesse to make from there. But I guess this plan, just playing for 3-3 hearts, we might just immediately make it if the suit splits 3-3, so that maybe this is substantially better than playing on clubs. Just taking a quick look around to see if there's any other alternative, and I don't really see one. So, okay, let's win the 9 of diamonds. Let's unblock the hearts. 3 of hearts, 2, ace, 9. That makes it sound like hearts are 5-1. I mean, the robots tend to give honest carding. I guess East might have Jack doubleton or something. Maybe 10 doubleton. 10 doubleton would make sense. East didn't want to play the 10 of hearts on the first round. Okay, it looks like either someone false carded, presumably West, or hearts are 4-2, and for whatever reason, East didn't play the 6 on the first round. All right, club over. Everyone's followed with low clubs, so clubs might have been 3-3. There's the 10 of hearts. Aha. So West gave true count. East was the one who false carded on the first round of the suit, holding on to that 6. And there's a spade pitch from West. Let's play another heart. Diamond pitch from West. A club comes back. Well, I mean, to make the contract, we play club to the queen, or spade to the queen, right? It's not unreasonable to reject the spade finesse here. West discard was a low spade on the first round, and East didn't switch to spades. They just played back a club. East also didn't play back a diamond. West did lead the 2 of diamonds at trick 1, I'm pretty sure I remember. Something's really weird about this defense. I mean, that club return from East felt very strange. Obviously, they're looking at the singleton honor and dummy, so they know it's safe, but shouldn't they have returned their partner suit, diamond suit? Shouldn't they have switched to spades? I guess I'm gonna take a spade hook. I mean, one reason East wouldn't have switched to spades is that they don't want to give us an extra entry to take another finesse in the suit. Yeah, the main concern is if I take a losing spade hook, West might cash 1 or even 2 clubs, which would be unfortunate. Thinking about the contract, I mean, I suspect the entire field is going to get here. I mean, some of them might pass 5-no, I guess. It's possible. In which case, we're probably not beating their result unless we make it, so that would argue in favor of taking the finesse here. But for the majority of the field who does get to 6-no trump, if we judge that the king of spades was more likely to be in West's hand, we could save match points, or save an expected number of match points by rejecting the spade hook here. I think I'm going to take the finesse, though. I'm just kind of reading in a little bit to East club continuation, which maybe East has the club queen is the reason why they continued clubs. They knew it was setting up a trick, and they just weren't convinced that any other suit was effective. All right, let's try the spade hook. Yeah. Down 2. So West led a third best diamond, and East just didn't cover with the 10 at trick 1. Well, that's unfortunate. I think that's sadly going to be a bit below average. For one reason or another. You know, some of the field might end up just playing on clubs, and they may well end up just getting out for down 1. The clubs do split, so would have worked out better for them. Anywho, on to board 3. We got 12 count, best hand. We'll open a spade. 2 hard overcall, so again, we've seen what their overcalls look like before. Not particularly great. This time it's vulnerable. Negative double from partner, 3 hearts on our right. I think we let this one pass back to partner. It's starting to sound as if partner might be 2-1-5-5, in which case I would expect them to reopen with double again. We obviously can't bid 4 clubs ourselves. This would, well, apparently we could. It would show 4 clubs, but normally this would show extra values, having taken a free bid at the 4 level, but we're just going to pass. Hopefully their partner reopens with double, and then we have to decide what to do, whether we want to bid 3 clubs or 3 spades and play in a 5-2, or if we want to bid 4 clubs. Could pass out as well. 7 of spades lead. All right. So dummy looks pretty barren. So I suspect West has overcalled a 5-card suit, is what's going on. That would be a reason why partner didn't reopen with double. If partner was 2-2-5-4 or something, or 2-2-4-5. Well, there's a couple of options at trick 1. I don't really have a good read. The 6 and 4 of spades are missing. The 5 of spades was played at trick 1. So I think partner's pretty likely to be 2-2-5-4 one way in the minors. If partner has 4 diamonds, it is somewhat tempting to win the ace of spades and switch to a diamond. I guess the problem is, I mean, for one thing, partner might win the ace and try and give us a ruff immediately. And secondly, even if we get a diamond ruff, that means it's going to come at the cost of partners or us getting a second spade trick. So I think we'll put in the 10 at trick 1. Obviously, if partner has a singleton spade, it could be more effective to win the ace and try and give partner a ruff, or win the ace and switch to diamonds, and then eventually give partner a ruff to get a diamond ruff. But I think we'll put in the 10. I mean, declare may well have the diamond ace, in which case it would be very ineffective for us to switch to diamonds. Declare would pull trumps before we made any progress. Aha! Declare does have the diamond ace, diamond to the king, and we will ruff the queen of diamonds. Declare pitches a club. That's odd. That's really weird. I would have expected a spade discard, but I guess the point is that if declare had pitched a spade, then when we play 2 rounds of spades, partner will be over-ruffing. Whereas if they pitched a club loser, which it looks like they did, partner will not be over-ruffing. All right, let's cash a couple of spades. Let partner know we have the queen. Oh, partner did start with a singleton. Interesting. So yeah, declared started with 4 spades. Now again, I don't think it would have been effective for us to go ace of spades, spade ruff. That would just, we would have lost a spade trick. Declare would have run it around to the jack while partner ruffs with potentially natural trump. I suppose we cash another spade, and then we pause to take stock. So declare started with 4 spades, 5 hearts, 2 diamonds, and therefore 2 clubs. So ace of spades, club, seems pretty effective. I mean, we could go ace of spades, spade. But partner started with 2 hearts. We can always ace of spades, club, and get in with the ace of hearts and play a spade, trying to promote partner's queen if necessary. Also, I don't think declare has an entry to lead hearts from dummy. So let's cash the ace of spades. Let's play a club. Does partner have the ace? Partner forgot to lead the ace king of clubs. I mean, they did have a singleton in our suit, so I guess there's some merit behind what they were doing. Well, that's pretty amusing. All right, queen of hearts, I'll win the ace. Now there's no real reason to play a 4th spade, but I guess we could. I mean, we went plus. We didn't double, though, so this might not be a great result. We did miss a 5-3 club fit. Wait. We did, right? Yeah, partner was 1-2-5-5. Pretty disappointing. I think partners should be reopening double. I guess I'll play a spade. Doesn't really matter. Down one. How do we do in clubs? We have no club losers. We have quite a few diamonds to deal with. We have a heart, 2 diamonds. We might go down in 4 clubs. So maybe we got lucky. Then again, if partner reopens double, maybe we just pass out 3 hearts doubled at match points, especially against these opponents who are going to overcall on nothing like this and then raise with nothing like this. I mean, one of these two has to be more conservative with their bidding, especially vulnerable. All right, board 4. Pass, pass, pass. We got 18. I tend to not be a strong believer in opening the other minor on some of these things. I know that some people swear by it in robot tournaments, but that's not what I found generates the most significant positive results. It tends to be these 13 to 17 no trump openers, as well as sometimes bypassing major suits to show no trump. Those seem to be the huge game changers. Like opening a club here and rebidding 2 no is a little bit of just a randomizer. Can cause the opponents to misdefend. It can cause you to miss a better contract and diamonds. That could have other positive or negative effects as well. So we'll just open a diamond. Pass, pass a spade. So East forgot to open a spade in 3rd seat, and now they feel bad about it. We can rebid a no trump, which would be our 18 to 19. I think that seems pretty attractive, a little bit better than bidding 2 clubs, given our spade stoppers and our good diamond suit. I would much rather try and take 7 tricks and a no trump than take 8 tricks and diamonds on this hand, even if we have a diamond fit. So we'll bid a no trump. I'll pass. We don't get a spade lead at all. West leads a heart, which could be a good start for the defense, or maybe it isn't. We don't have a ton of entries to partner's hand. Huh. I mean, we could hop up with the King of Hearts at trick 1 and hope it holds, and then play a diamond to the jack. But, or if we want to be real greedy, King of Hearts, spade finesse, and hope the Queen of Diamonds falls. I think, though, I'm going to hope that West might have either underled Jack 10 of Hearts or the Ace of Hearts, win the Queen, and just go Ace King of Diamonds and a diamond. That seems like a pretty effective start. How are people going to do if they end up in 2 diamonds on this one? Or 2 clubs. I mean, you never know when partner's just going to pass the 2 club bid rather than making the preference to the diamond suit that you opened. It looks like they'll probably get a spade lead, so you're not going to lose any spades. You have a heart loser, you have 3 clubs, and a diamond to lose. Assuming they split 2-2, you could probably rough the 4th club and dummy if necessary, although things get a bit dicey. So maybe you go plus 90, maybe you go minus 100 in one of those contracts. So I guess our objective is to go plus 90 here, and plus 120 if we get very lucky. All right, heart to the jack. We'll win the queen. Let's test the diamonds. King 6-4-2. So the 3 diamonds is missing, which means it could be queen 3rd on our left and 6-3 doubleton on our... Sorry, queen 3rd on our right, 6-3 on our left. It could be... I mean, diamonds can always be 4-1 with East having a singleton. I don't think we're going to do better than to just cash the diamond ace, though, so let's do that and find out. Okay, diamonds don't split, so it does look like he started with queen 3rd of diamonds. Exit a diamond. All right, East is in. They switch to clubs, with West having pitched a heart on the previous trick. So the heart discard's a little bit scary, although West led the 6 of hearts and has now ditched the 4. So it looks like West led from a 5-card heart suit. I don't see any reason to hop up with a queen, so I'll just play low on this trick. West wins the 10. Continues another heart. So East played the jack at trick 1. It's possible that some sort of like false card happened. I think I'm just going to play low though. Play East for ace jack 3rd and West to have made a mistake on this trick. That's good. The King of Hearts has stopped the suit. Spade switch. We could take our spade finesse, so that's a good sign. All right, we have 3 more tricks in hand. What are the possibilities for taking an extra one? I mean, obviously, if I exit a club and West wins and West plays a heart, that would be good. If I exit a club and West started with 5 clubs and didn't cash all of them earlier, I'm going to go down. But I don't think that's what's happening. I think at most they're going to be able to cash 3 clubs. And I think there's a decent chance that they make an error on defense. Yeah, I'm just going to exit a club. All right, there's the King of Clubs. That's good news. And West continues the ace. Perfect. Clubs were 3-3, and we do have the rest, including a beer, in fact. That was ace-jack doubleton. That's pretty nice. I don't know why West continued hearts when they got in. I guess they didn't really have a good option at that point, but that really doomed the defense. So plus 120. Nice result there. Board 5, pass. We're in 3rd seat. We have a 14 count. I mean, this hand feels no trumpy to me. You know, king empty, 6th of hearts. We could definitely open a heart. It can definitely work better to open a heart, but again, kind of the style that I've learned, which seems to make sense in a lot of these events, is to just, if the hand feels like no trump, bid no trump. We have a lot of values in our short suits. We do want to protect both of these from the opening lead, so having the auction start a heart pass a no trump would be bad for us. Then a black suit lead comes through our short honors as opposed to into it. So we'll open a no trump. Partner bids 2 hearts, transfer to spades. We will accept. Partner bids 2 no, invitational. I mean, it's a 14 count. Our hand didn't get better. Partner's not a doesn't have an opening bid, so I think we just let this one go and hope that we got to the right spot. It looks like the field might end up playing 2 hearts on this hand, and this could very well work out in our favor, especially if partner turns up with, say, a doubleton heart. The robots will think that our no trump opener doesn't have a 6-card heart suit, and so they might end up setting up hearts for us. So we're going to let this one go. And we get the ace of diamonds lead. Okay, well, so first off, king from ace king. So I don't know what this leads from, but it doesn't have the king in it. I do wonder where the field is going to end up. The fact that West has led the diamond ace makes me think that they probably have the spade ace as well. That would be one reason for just randomly leading an unsupported ace when obviously they're going to have... Oh, maybe it's ace-king doubleton then. That is the one reason why you lead the ace. We get the 7 of hearts switch. Wow. So the 4 of hearts is missing. I mean, it looks like this might be a doubleton. I guess it could be 10-3 as well. So I think we should play low in case there's a singleton queen. I mean, I guess we could play the ace. That would unblock the suit at the very least. If there's a singleton queen. I mean, like, could this ever be queen third? I guess, but I'm never picking that up, right? Even if I play low and it goes 10 king and I lead low back and West plays the 4, I'm just always playing the ace. So I think we should just play the ace here and unblock the heart suit. That way I can run 6 rounds of hearts before messing with my club entries. Like, if I win the king of hearts and then play a heart to the ace and then the jack of hearts, I would have to play a club to the ace, then run the hearts and then a club back to take a spade finesse, and now they've kept a long club. So I think I want to go ace of hearts and a heart. Okay. Looks like it's 10-3 that West switched from. So let me think for a second. Because if I play a spade to the king and it loses to the ace and then they cash 2 more spades, I lose a trick. And the entire field that gets to hearts is going to take that line of play. The field is going to get the defense. Ace of diamonds, king of diamonds, club switch probably, if West has the ace of spades. And then they're going to pull trumps. The queen is going to drop, singleton, and then they're going to lead a spade up to the king for a 10th trick, presumably. So if the field gets to 4 hearts, we're in pretty bad shape. If the ace of spades is onside. If the ace of spades is offside, then the field in 4 hearts is going to be down down 1. And I guess we're going plus by leading a spade to the king. But if the field ends up in 2 hearts somehow, like, I don't know what partner's going to do in response to a 1 heart opener. Are they just going to bid 2 hearts, or are they going to bid Drury? They have a 9 count with a doubleton, but it's a pretty bad doubleton. I think we play spade to the king now, though, because West, if they have like ace-jack of spades, for example, isn't going to realize that they should continue the suit. It's really only if West has ace-queen-jack of spades that they might work out what to do. And even then, it might not be so clear after they cash the queen of spades that they need to cash out. So I think we just play spade to the king immediately. Great. East has the ace, which I was kind of hoping that the ace was offside, in fact. Then at least we would beat the people who get to 4 hearts. Technically, they can get a diamond ruff. Ace, king of diamonds, spade to the ace, diamond over. But it's not going to be so clear to West that they should switch to spades. Anyway, 180. We'll see how that scores. I'm hopeful, although it obviously would have been a lot better if we ended up in 3 no trump. Partner had a pretty good 9 count, in fact, that just happened to fit with our hand. And of course, our hearts being a huge source of tricks was important there. We got 15 here. We'll open no trump. This one I don't think is unusual at all, although it's completely illegal in the ACBL to do so nowadays. Oh, that's not true. We have a singleton king, but, you know, it's kind of frowned upon to open a no trump with singletons. You had diamond lead. Partner has 10. This time, partner's hand doesn't exactly fit well with ours. I think that's more our fault than theirs. We have a lot of emptiness in our suits. All right, let's see. King of diamonds holds trick 1. So it could be because East has ace jack 9. It could be because West has the ace. To be determined. I think what I want to do is I want to... I mean, it's convenient to just play club to the 10 immediately. I'm in the right hand to do so. I would prefer to lead a club to the king first, but if I can't do that, then club to the 10 is the next best option. I could certainly cross in hearts or spades to lead a club up, but I don't really gain much. I gain when East has the singleton ace of clubs, which is a pretty slim chance. And I do compromise my holdings in the major suits. The defense is going to get real... Well, the play is going to get real dicey if the defense continues diamonds from either side, because then they're going to find out I'm void, and they'll have a complete count and realize to just knock out my other diamond stopper and play that suit. So I'm really hoping to throw East in so that they don't play another diamond. Also, I'm hoping to throw East in so that if they do play diamonds, at least I will get a second diamond trick. We can judge how to play the hearts later. I mean, it could be right to just bang the ace-king. It could be right to take the heart finesse. All right, club, jack. Interesting. It's a pretty surprising play if West happens to have ace-jack doubleton, which it's looking somewhat likely that they do. So both opponents should know about my club king at this point. I don't know if the robots would, but human opponents would. So I guess I'm just going to play club to the king, continue setting up the club suit, and hope that I figure out what to do if West leads another low diamond. Yeah. I guess I'm going to play low. West having turned up with the ace of clubs makes it a little bit less likely that they have the diamond ace. I mean, it's very possible that it just doesn't matter what I do, and he started with ace-jack 9. I mean, the 9 of diamonds play at trick 1. Let's say East had the ace-9 without the jack. I don't think they play the ace of or the 9 of diamonds at trick 1 all that often. Do they? Because what if their partner has the king, and it's right for them to win and switch to a major suit, which I think could easily be the case regardless of what hand they're looking at. It would be very... It just wouldn't... Well, I guess ducking would always set up an extra diamond trick. If East has like 4 of them. Their partner has the king, 3rd or 4th. You can always just duck and set up a diamond trick. It is making me think that if West has one of the diamond honors, it's more likely to be the ace based on that play, though. Because there's some logic to winning the ace at trick 1, whereas playing the 9 doesn't... It doesn't seem like it ever really gains from a double dummy perspective, and the robots just play double dummy. I'm starting to think that it just doesn't matter. But if there was a winning guess to make, maybe the queen is better than the 10. What am I discarding from my hand? I can definitely pitch a couple spades, and I can pitch a club. That seems fine if they start running diamonds. I might even need to make another discard. I suppose at that point I could pitch a heart and then just claim if they take the next 4 tricks. I mean, West playing a second low diamond away from the ace also makes sense. West playing another low diamond away from the jack makes a bit less sense. So it's starting to sound as if there's a couple of reasons why West might have the ace of diamonds as opposed to the jack. You know, the East playing the 9 of diamonds. Again, if there is a winning guess, which there may not be. But, like, let's say West started with 5 diamonds to the ace. They would probably play another low diamond here to maintain communication in the suit, hoping their partner got in and could play a third round. Whereas if they have the jack of diamonds, it might not make a ton of sense to continue the suit because they're looking at the queen 10 and dummy. If Declarer, myself, had the ace, then playing another diamond would be fruitless. And if their partner has the ace, I mean, it's going to take you forever to set up the diamond suit. So I think I am going to play the queen, and I'm going to feel real sad about it if it turns out that West started with jack 5th or something. I mean, they definitely made the same error, though, on board 4, right? West led a heart, and then got in with a club and led another heart. But they didn't really have any high cards in the suit at that point. So anyway, I'm going to play the queen. I'm kind of feeling like 90% of the time East has both, but all right, East wins the ace, cash the jack. Yeah. And another one. West overtakes. And did they successfully unblock the diamond suit? They did. All right. Down 1. Would we have done better if we didn't get to 3 now? I mean, if we had opened a club, as some of the field probably will, actually a significant portion of the field. Maybe, because we might still get to 3 no trump, but it could just produce a vastly different opening lead. That's a little bit random from the robots, and there's nothing we can do to control that. How many tricks did we have set up? We could have taken 3 clubs, a diamond, 2 hearts, and 2 spades. So it was only 8 tricks anyway. The queen of hearts is offside. Nothing splits. Unless West leads a heart into our ace jack, or I'm not sure, or somehow the defense messes up and gives us 2 diamond tricks. Looks like 3 no's always down 1. What we got here? Here we got 16. I think I'm opening a no trump. The club suit itself is really strong, and despite having 16, it almost feels too good, but the queen jack doubleton is such a terrible holding that I think I'm kind of going to downgrade this into the 1 no opening range. This has quite a bit in terms of source of tricks, but, you know, I mean, it's not like it's an effective 13 count. The queen jack doubleton of hearts will definitely be useful in some fashion most of the time, even if partner only has the 10. But these are not pulling their full weight. Like if it was queen doubleton of hearts and the jack of hearts was in the club suit, this hand might be too good for a 1 no opener. What would we do then? I'm not sure. Maybe 1 club, 3 clubs, or 1 club, 2 no. But I'll just open a no trump here. Partner bids Stamen. We don't have a major. Partner bids Smolin. Well, we don't have that either. So I'm going to bid 3 no. And we get a diamond lead. Okay. Some good news, some bad news. Mostly bad news. Well, the heart suit's blocked. And we don't really have a convenient entry to play clubs. Now, the robots happen to know that we have at least 8 cards in the minor suits based on the auction. We've denied 3 spades and we've denied 4 hearts. So we have at most 2 spades and most 3 hearts. So they're going to know that we have some club length. They don't know we have 6 of them. Let's play the 10 of diamonds. I mean, maybe this just holds. Not today. We have a lot of nice diamond spots. Maybe the diamond suit's frozen. They can't lead it anymore. East could have the queen jack. Okay. I mean, I guess I would say generally we would want to play on the club suit. We have a chance of scoring 5 club tricks as opposed to playing on the spade suit. The spade suit happens to offer us something beneficial, which is entries. We could overtake the second round of hearts, for example, to get over there if we're able to set up spades. Like if West has honor third in spades, we can set up 3 tricks over there. Take 3 spades, 3 hearts, 2 diamonds, and a club, which would be 9. Maybe try the club finesse at the end for a 10th. And even if we play a spade to the 10 and it loses and East doesn't happen to have the diamond queen, East might still switch to club, so we might be able to do both. Obviously, if we just wanted to be excessively greedy, we could try and lead a spade to the king, and if that holds, play a club to the queen or 10. Probably the queen at that point if the king of spades wins the trick. Hope to score a spade and 5 clubs and however many else we get. 10 of hearts might even fall. I think I'm just going to play a spade to the 10 though. This seems like at least a pretty good practical chance of trying to go plus. And on top of that, I think there's a chance East will just switch to clubs for us anyway, so then we'll be able to try and guess the club suit. Now, what club will I play if East switches? I guess we'll think about that when we get there. But play spade to the 10. East wins the jack. Does switch to clubs. Okay. So I think I'm putting in the 10. Right? I mean, I think there's probably a 50-50 chance he switches away from the king or the jack. Maybe with the jack, East would switch to a high one as opposed to a low one. Jack third. Probably not. Once again, it might not matter, just like the last hand, but we want to take every small inference we can and try and improve our results by a couple of fractions of a percent if we are able to do so. We've not had a very good set so far, unfortunately, so hopefully we can turn that around with a good guess or two. I mean, if the queen of clubs holds, we're in a lot better shape, so maybe for that reason we should just play the queen. Because if that holds, then we can play a spade to the 9, and if that happens to work, then we might just have the rest. Wait, the rest would be a bit of a stretch. We might have quite a few tricks if that happens to work, and then there might even be a red suit squeeze or something for all of the rest. Whereas if we play the 10 and it loses to the king, I mean, we lose a club, and then we still lose at least one spade from there. I just think there's some decent chance that West has the king of clubs because they didn't lead the suit. Like, West is trying to decide between which suits to lead, And the robots tend to go passive as opposed to aggressive, which makes me think that East probably has the queen and jack of diamonds. And that's why West led a diamond. But if West happened to have a bunch of small clubs, they might have led a club. I think that inference is a little bit stronger than the fact that East might have switched to the jack of clubs, as well as the fact that if I play the queen of clubs, we might just get all but one more trick in the ace of spades. So I'm going to try the 10. Unsuccessful. West does return a club. All right, let me think about this. So I guess East did have the king of clubs, which is a little bit unfortunate. I have to decide what I'm doing if clubs are 4-2, because I think I'm going to cash 2 more clubs. So if clubs are 4-2, who has the long club? I guess we'll probably find out depending on what East does on this trick. If East has the long club, they'll play low, allowing us to win cheaply so that they don't squander their king. Maybe not. I guess it wouldn't matter to them. Let's pitch a spade and see what happens. Okay, East plays low. Yeah, so it sounds like East has the long club. Or maybe West made a mistake. Maybe West started with king jack of clubs and they just returned a low one. All right, let's cash the ace of clubs. Because if West has the long club and I pitch a spade right now, then setting up clubs puts me in a lot of danger. I guess I'll pitch a diamond. I'm going to continue setting up clubs. I'm just going to pitch another diamond. Hey, they played back a diamond. Look at that. Now we have a chance to make the rest of the tricks if... It looks like West has the long diamond. Or the 8 of diamonds, I mean. East has pitched an awful lot of hearts. There is the queen of spades over there. East has pitched an awful lot of hearts. So I guess we have a claim now. Can just overtake the jack of hearts. That might have legitimately been a squeeze. I mean, the 10 of hearts was coming down, but 630. Probably a good result. The ace of spades does happen to be offside. Both club honors are offside. I mean, yeah, that feels like a really strong result, in fact. The diamonds were also frozen after trick 1. I guess we could have played low at trick 1 and hoped that this was the diamond layout. I didn't even consider that. All right, board 8. We got 15. It's not a very good 15, but pass a spade. We're not vulnerable. It's match points. Best hand. I'm going to overcall no trump. We're not vulnerable. This is a little bit dangerous with no source of tricks and just like a dead minimum. We do have spades well stopped, so the opponents might not have a great source of tricks either. Could just be a little bit of a battle to try and get to 7. And if they don't double us, then we should be in good shape. Or if this happens, we're also pretty happy. Now we get to play in the 5-3 heart fit. Or, wait, hold on. So this is a little bit odd. I know that the robots like to eschew preempts if for whatever reason they don't like their hand. And that reason could be a whole variety of things. I mean, often it's because they have 3 or even 4 cards in the unbid major. In an unbid major, here that would be spades, and that seems pretty unlikely on this auction. Could be because they don't like their trump suit. Like if partner has queen empty 6 of hearts and an otherwise suitable hand for preempt, they might not do it because they just don't think their trumps are good enough. I've never seen them do it because they have too many outside values, like an outside ace or king. But that's a little bit backwards because on defense, the robots assume that the preemptor doesn't have an outside ace or king. So I don't know who's doing the wrong thing there, but one of them is. But the description says it's 5 or more hearts. I'm a little bit worried because I have seen the robots kind of like mastermind the hand if they have like a spade void. And that's particularly concerning in an auction like this, where in a normal no trump auction, if it had gone pass, 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 a no trump, and partner bid 2 diamonds, 2 hearts, 3 hearts, and they turned up with 0, 5, 4, 4 in shape, not great, but I wouldn't be that upset because that has some merit, you know? Like sometimes your spade void is perfectly fitting with partner's hand. But when we bid a no trump overcalling over the opponent's major suit, you shouldn't be treating a void in opener's major as a strong asset. The no trump overcaller has a bunch of values in that suit. So the fact that you're short isn't actually good for your side. Like, yeah, there are some hands where you have like ace third or king third in opener's major and like an 18 or 19 count, and you just bid a no trump because that's the best that you can do with the hand. But usually you're going to have a spade holding like this, where like if partner has a spade void, my king jack fourth of spades are now completely worthless and I have an 11 count. A flat 11 with no source of tricks anywhere. So I'm a little bit concerned that partner has a hand like that. Now, regardless, I do have a dead minimum. Just 15. I mean, we already said that like overcalling a no trump was pretty thin to begin with. I'm just curious about whether or not I should bid 3 now. Because if partner doesn't have like the singleton or void in spades, like let's say partner has a doubleton spade, I actually get 2 spade tricks in no trump, and it's pretty likely they're going to lead spades on an auction like this. Although they didn't on a previous board. Board 4, West on lead didn't lead the doubleton partner spade suit. They led their 6-card heart suit instead. So I'm kind of tempted to bid 3 now because it almost feels like we might take the same number of tricks in both strains. And even if partner has a singleton spade, it's not necessarily so bad. The opponents can't play spades anymore once it goes spade to the ace. Otherwise, I get my 2 spade tricks anyway. And I have a bunch of quick tricks on the outside, which is really important. My club holding is not like king-queen third, it's ace-king third. So even if they do decide to attack the spade suit and try and force out my 2 stoppers, that might just give me the 9 tricks I need. I'm a little bit concerned if I bid 3 no, partner's going to correct to 4 hearts, which they can definitely do. And that contract might have very little play given how flat our hand is. Like if we had a doubleton diamond, it would be a lot, we would have a lot better chance of making 4 hearts, I think. But hopefully I can bid 3 no and partner will pass. I think I'm drawn towards that bid. So let's give it a shot. The 1 spade opener should also allow us to play the hand somewhat double dummy given the high card values. Okay, partner passes. We do get the 9 of spades lead, and partner tables an 11 count. This is perfect. Hopefully. I haven't counted my tricks, but we get the presumed spade lead. I mean, a diamond lead would have been not necessarily crushing to us. They might only have 3 diamonds and the ace of spades to take, but at least this way we're going to be able to take quite a few tricks. So 10 of spades in East's hand because of the 9 on opening lead. He switches to the diamond king. Okay, let's count tricks for a second. So assuming East doesn't have 4 hearts, and hearts aren't 5-0, we have 5 heart tricks, 3 clubs, 2 spades, and a diamond is 10. So I think we just want to duck a trick and then hope to run a bunch of tricks. Wait. Did I miscount that? 5 hearts, 3 clubs, 2 diamonds, and a spade is 11. Okay, we don't want to duck a trick. It's pretty unlikely that there's a squeeze, but I think what I want to do is I want to run all the hearts and the clubs first before playing a spade to the jack. We know the queen of spades is on side. West would have led that card as opposed to the 9, or just led a different suit. There's some potential for a squeeze if East does king, queen, jack of diamonds, and the queen of spades. But, or sorry, they're 5-card spade holding, but I don't think that is particularly likely. We cash a high heart. Both players follow. Heart to the ace. Great. Good start. East turns up with 3 hearts. East pitches a spade. Let's cash our 3 clubs. So we're going to need East to be very short in clubs for us to have a chance here. Looks like they aren't. So, oh, but East pitches another spade. I mean, spades could be 6-1, but I think there's a decent chance that East has made an error. Unfortunate. Spades were 6-1. So East just switched to the singleton king of diamonds for who knows what reason. They've never seen a robot not rabbi their singleton king, so they just always have to get those out of their hand. Okay, well, 460. I mean, I think we did pretty well just getting to game. Like, it's not so clear to me that the field should get to game on this. Partner showed an invite with a game-forcing hand, which is very confusing to me. I don't understand why partner after a no-trump overcall would show an invite with an 11 count. But we got to game. We got to the right game because ace of spades, spade rough would already hold people in hearts to... at most 11 tricks and probably even 10. You'd still have a diamond to lose. Board 9. We got 16. These aren't exactly the hands that we're looking for, just balanced 15 to 17s. We would really hope to be in the 13 to 14 range and be able to open a no trump, because then we would do something different than the field. We had a diamond lead, which is not all that ineffective for us. Let's put up the 9 of diamonds at trick 1, and then we'll think. Okay, East covers. So we have 3 diamond tricks. Presumably, we should play on spades. We don't have the entries to lead towards the jack 10 of spades twice, so I guess I'm going to lead a spade to the queen on the first round. I could try something like run the 10 of spades. I think we just lead a spade to the queen. Which diamond should we win trick 1 with? Winning the queen is obviously fairly ineffective, so it's either the ace or king. I tend to like winning lower honors because it makes it just like a bit of a more believable story. If I win the ace here, West is probably not going to believe their partner has king, queen, jack, and we forgot to duck. So West will probably place us with one of the other honors, presumably the ace, king. Whereas if I win the king, then at least it's somewhat believable. West looking at the 10 will probably get in at some point and continue diamonds, thinking their partner has queen jack, and that's not going to be all that effective for them. So I guess for that reason, I'll with the king. All right, spade to the queen. 5, 7, queen, king. 3 of spades comes back. Huh. I'll play the jack. Okay, spades have split. Well, they didn't continue diamonds and they didn't switch to clubs, so we can at least set up a heart trick. I wonder if I should play clubs myself. Like, if I'm able to set up the 4th round of clubs and the king of hearts as an entry, I might be able to pitch a diamond loser. That's probably a bit much to ask for, right? I should probably just set up my heart trick. Let's not reveal the 4th spade yet, because the opponents have no information about the shape of my hand for our no trump opener, other than I don't have a 6-card suit or a singleton, which, like, I mean, if they've been paying attention, they would think otherwise, but they're not really storing that in their memory banks. So if I'm going to play on hearts, how do I want to go about it? I could lead the queen of hearts and it might hold, but then we have a bit of work to do from there. Like, the queen of hearts could easily hold if West has, like, ace third and is a little bit worried about taking the ace and potentially allowing us to run the heart suit. Similarly, if East has ace third. I guess I'll try it. I think they're pretty likely to take the ace, because since they don't know anything about my hand, they might think we better take the ace and run clubs or run diamonds. All right, West takes the ace, East plays the 7. West does continue the 10 of diamonds. East plays the 6. Let's see if I can duck 2 rounds of clubs. If I'm able to duck a club to East, East might not want to continue hearts, depending on what their heart holding is. Maybe East happens to be out of diamonds. I don't think that's likely. I actually don't remember if West led 4th best or if there was a lower spot. I think they led the deuce, but you'd have to scroll back and check to see if my memory's accurate. But if East doesn't want to play diamonds, or maybe if East has, you know, some reason to continue clubs, then I might be able to duck 2 rounds of clubs. And if they continue a 3rd round, I win the ace, cash my pointed suit winners pitching hearts, and the last club might be good. So let's try that. How do I want to do it? I think I want to squander as many high clubs as possible. So normally, I mean, lead the 9 of clubs out of hand, or maybe just duck a club in both hands, but I think I want to lead a club to the 10. Make it as enticing as possible for them to continue the suit. It's going to look very suspicious if I play the 10 of clubs here. So West wins the jack. They continue a diamond. All right, fair enough. Oh, but that's so right. The jack of diamonds was played at trick 1, and then I just saw the 8 of diamonds and 6 played on the previous 2 tricks. So, well, that was a bit of an oopsie from the opponents. Now, I mean, we can just cash out our tricks and see if anything interesting happens. It looks like it did not. So, the opponents get the last trick, but 8 tricks taken. Clubs were 3-3. So I think the opponents really needed to be a little bit more assertive in how they were going to defend that one. Otherwise, we would have been able to establish all of our tricks. Okay, 120. That feels like a pretty good result. On to board 10. A right-hand opponent opens a spade. Well, I know most of the field is going to overcall 2 clubs with this hand, and I don't think that this particular hand, 2 clubs, is a terrible bid. I still think it's a little bit anti-percentage at match points. But the reason why I think it could be somewhat effective here is, for one thing, we're a little bit better than minimum for a 2-level overcall, at least in terms of high card values. It's not just that we have a 14 count, which is, it's pretty low on the scale, but it's not completely at the bottom. But it's that we have a lot of trick-taking power. Outside of the major suits, where we probably have 4 quick losers, if partner just has the jack of clubs and the queen of diamonds, we can make 90. And that's a 3 count over there from partner. Obviously, the opponents are not going to let us play in 2 clubs. They will bid up to their 4 of a major, which makes when partner has that hand. But we have a lot of cards that just are going to do well taking tricks with very little help from partner. And that's often what you want for these vulnerable 2-level overcalls, because if you get into a really bad situation and it does go pass, pass, double, all pass, your partner's not going to put down much, and you're going to have to lead out of your own hand. And here, sure, if it does go pass, pass, double, all pass, the jack of clubs is probably not falling doubleton, the queen of diamonds is probably not falling doubleton. But on a much more mundane layout of the hand, like East could easily have jack doubleton, queen doubleton in the minors. Flip those, queen doubleton of diamonds, jack doubleton of clubs, and we can do just fine leading out of our own hand. So I think it's somewhat close. I also think the field is definitely overcalling 2 clubs. That makes it a little bit more enticing to bid 2 clubs myself, because I think I'll be able to outplay the field in general, or at least that's the belief that I have to go in with. I mean, it's pretty unlikely that something bad's going to happen to us in a best hand format if we bid 2 clubs. I'm just thinking, like, if I pass, let's say West bids a no trump, East bids 2 hearts. I really don't like that start to the auction, actually. I mean, that's another one of the reasons why I think 2 clubs has something going for it, is that if the opponents happen to have a heart fit and not a spade fit, 2 clubs might stop them from getting there. If West doesn't have enough values to make a negative double, then maybe it goes 2 clubs, partner raises to 3 clubs, and they miss out on a cold 4 hearts. Anyway, let's give it a shot. Wow. Well, something has gone wrong on this hand, because East is showing 15 to 21 high card points, and we know they don't have that. I don't know what's gone wrong, but let's see how the auction develops. So West does make a negative double. East bids 3 clubs. We'll pass. 3 no, 4 hearts. Okay, so East probably has a very distributional hand with heart support. They could be 6-4. They could be 5-5. 3 no by West. So West has the club ace. We'll lead the ace king of diamonds for sure. But do we want to go after this knowing that the opponents are thin on values? I think the answer is no. Spade hooks are working if necessary. Hearts are not splitting badly. We don't really have a surprise anywhere. I mean, the ace king of diamonds might be a bit of a surprise, but not enough to really warrant us beating this thing. So it looks like the opponents get to play game. Let's lead a high diamond. All right, king 9 4 5. So partner's discouraging, it looks like. That is a pretty good dummy. 11 count opposite a hand that showed substantial extras. Yeah, there's no hope that we have of beating this thing. I guess... Let me think for a second. Let's say declare is 5-5-2-1. And I switch to the king of clubs. I'm going to think about this and run to the restroom, and I will be back in just a sec. We're back. I've considered a couple of hand types, either 6-4-2-1 or 5-5-2-1. The 5-5 hand types, I'm a little bit less worried about, because if Declare happens to have 5-5-2-1 with ace, king, queen, fifth of spades, and the ace of hearts, they can pull trumps in 2 rounds, but to pick up the spades for 5 tricks, they would really need ace, king, queen, jack, fifth of spades. So all the diamonds would go away. My main concern is, do I need to cash the ace of diamonds now, or can I switch to the king of clubs? And I think if Declare is 6-4-2-1, that's more concerning to me. If their spades are only ace, king, 6, then it's fine. If their spades are ace, king, jack, 6, that's probably fine. I don't think they're taking a spade finesse. But if their spades are ace, king, queen, 6, then the ace, fourth of hearts, and I switch to the king of clubs, they win the ace, pull 3 rounds of trumps, run all 6 spades, pitching 3 diamonds and a club from dummy, and then they just cross-ruff the minors for 12 tricks. So the big question is, can Declare be 5-4-2-2 and bid this way? They would have a small doubleton club, a small doubleton diamond. I think if they have that hand, they it would have to be ace, king, queen, jack, fifth of spades, and the ace of hearts, right? Otherwise, how could they ace, king, queen, fifth of spades, and the ace of hearts that's a 13 count, 5-4-2-2. Do you really game force over a negative double? I don't think so. I guess it's possible that East has a singleton diamond instead of a singleton club. A little bit less likely, given our shape. I'm confident the field is switching to the king of clubs, and I'm really thinking about cashing the ace of diamonds or trying to cash the diamond ace. How can East really be 5-4-2? I don't think it's possible on this auction. They've showed such a huge hand, and we know that they're limited in high card points. Not just because we can count our hand in dummy, but also based on the best hand formulation. So I think they have to be 6-4 or 5-5. 5-5 is a bit less concerning, though. Like I've said, the disaster hand is 5-4-2-2, but I just don't think that's possible, right? If we play the ace of diamonds, then Declare can pull trumps and pitch a club loser on the diamond queen. It feels like a bit of a coin flip on the 6-4 hand types. If Declare started with a singleton diamond, then playing the diamond ace is bad. If they started with a singleton club, then playing the diamond ace is good. I think I'm going to play the ace of diamonds. I don't really like gambling all the match points on what's pretty close to 50-50, but it feels 65-35 to me in favor of ace of diamonds. So yeah, I guess it's possible that this ends up being a wash with the field on some layouts, but I think more likely than not, this is either going to be a top or a bottom, and that generally makes me uncomfortable. I prefer to just get, a 75 or 80% board by doing things a little bit better than the field at every opportunity. as opposed to like taking wild risks that might have good expected odds, but in general are really going to be quite swingy. But yeah, I mean, the way that East has bid their hand, they just have to have a very distributional hand, I think, given that they're late in high cards. So I think Ace of Diamonds it is. Oh, the long tank from East and then they rough. That's not good. That's not good. All right. Spade to the ace. 9 of clubs, sure. Queen of diamonds, not yet. Declare was 5-5, it looks like. Maybe not. Oh, declare was 6-5. That makes more sense. Okay, well, in that case, it really didn't matter what we did. That's unfortunate. I really would have preferred if declare was 6-4, then we would have done the right thing there by cashing a second diamond. That's too bad. So that'll probably be pretty flat among the field. I mean, no guarantee. Maybe if we don't overcall 2 clubs, they get to the slam. I'm not sure. I mean, it's a really good slam. 3-1 hearts and 3-2 spades, or the queen of spades falling, or, 2-2 hearts and 4-1 spades. Lots of opportunities for that to make. So the opponents have really missed the mark. And I think a lot of that is due to West 3 no bid over 3 clubs. Like, West has a maximum over here. Well, West has a pretty good hand, and East has showed a monster by the bidding 3 clubs. Anywho, board 11. We have, what is this, an 11 count? Best hand? So I think I've gotten some decent results in the past on some of these by opening and passing partner's response. So if I open a spade and rebid and partner bids a no trump, like, we might just pass and do okay. I think, though, I mean, this is a really bad 11. King, Jack, doubleton of diamonds, no aces. There are some good spot cards, but the hand just doesn't have any cohesion to it. Like, you want to play this hand in hearts or something. I guess I'm going to open a spade and rebid 2 hearts. Hopefully we don't get too high. I don't think we're getting too high. Now, question, because the opponents are at the 3 level. What is redouble value showing? I mean, I don't have anything. Now I feel terrible. Because even though the opponents don't have values either, they're probably making something. I have no defense. I don't know what to do. This hand is bad on offense, bad on defense. It just looks bad. I mean, I guess the normal thing to do is to just pass and then let them play 3 of a minor. Sometimes partner has a mixed raise over there and bids 3 spades. Kind of bails us out. If 3 of a minor comes back to us, we could consider bidding 3 spades. All right, let's let it go. Whoa! Excuse you? That wasn't very nice. Hello? What was that? 2 spades double. Oh, God. Well, now I feel even worse. All right, we got 2 club losers. A spade past 2 spades. East comes in with a double. They have at most 11 highs. I mean, if East has ace, king of clubs, ace of diamonds, that's it. I guess... I mean, West is going to score some roughs or natural trump tricks. There's no way around that. So I think the issue here is just going to be, how are we playing the diamond suit? I would like to get as much information as possible about the rest of the high cards before I do so. I mean, it's tempting to lay down the queen of spades at trick 2. It's going to go horribly wrong if East has singleton ace, but I think spades are probably 5-0. That would make some sense. So if we happen to have, what is this, 3 spade losers, 2 clubs, and a diamond, we're down 1. The players who just pass their 11 count and have it pass out are going to do pretty well. Maybe not. Maybe the opponents make a lot of clubs. I mean, if spades are 5-0 and hearts are 4-1, clubs split. I mean, technically the opponents can pick up the diamonds for 1 loser. They could make 5 clubs here. Maybe this isn't so bad if we get out for down 1. All right, let's win and lay down the spade queen. Again, I think it's possible that East has the singleton ace. Let me just think about that. So East would have like ace of spades, ace of diamonds, king of clubs or something. I mean, it's definitely a layout that could exist. It's just West passing 2 spades double with jack 9 fourth feels pretty suspicious to me. They would have the ace of clubs and the jack 9 fourth of spades, and that's it. Queen of diamonds, singleton heart. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. I think spades are just 5-0. All right. So we'll win trick 1. Let's lay down the spade queen. Okay. Well, why did West play the 7 on this trick? I don't... Wait, what happened with West's 7 of spades? That's a really weird play, right? Like now, I mean, technically I can pick up the spades for a bunch of tricks. I could, in theory, pull trumps. Huh. I mean, West is still going to get some heart roughs, so... Okay, but let's think. Let's think. West doesn't know what suit to switch to. East has turned up with the jack of hearts. Wait a second. East having turned up with the jack of hearts, if they have the ace king of clubs, best hand, they can't have the diamond ace anymore. So maybe we're now playing a diamond to the jack. I mean, we still have to figure out what West's plan is when West gets in. And I think to that end, we probably need to play hearts. We need to just start forcing out West trumps. Because if I lead a spade now, West could win and play 3 rounds of clubs, which is uncomfortable. Or West could duck, and then when they get in, they could pull dummy's trump and play 3 rounds of clubs, and then West is in control. So I think it's probably better to just give West all of their ruffs. Play a heart, West can ruff. Let me think. Wait a second. If West gets 3 ruffs, the ace of spades, 2 clubs, and a diamond, then I'm down 2. So maybe I should lead a spade up. Force West to... No, there are problems, right? There are some real problems here. Okay, how badly does it go if I lead a spade? Maybe I should ask this question, because let's say I play a spade to the king and it wins. Now if I don't guess diamonds, I don't think I ever get to. I kind of get stranded in my own hand. I could... Yeah, because West will just start roughing hearts if I try and get over there, eventually pull a trump, cash all of their high trumps, exit clubs. Something along those lines. I suppose the play gets a little bit murky. Okay, let's maybe think about this a little bit more fully. So I lead a spade. I haven't even thought about what happens if West plays the ace, but West sticks. I lead the 5 of spades, West sticks in the 9. I guess it doesn't matter. West could play low at that point. Okay, I lead the 5 of spades, West plays low, I win the king. Fine, so West has 3 natural spade tricks. If I try and guess diamonds now, and West wins the ace, West can pull all of my trumps, so I have to play on hearts. If I play heart to the queen and West ruffs... Oh, they can pull 2 trumps and then play 3 rounds of clubs, and then East will well, whoever has the ace of diamonds will hold on to a winning club and the diamond ace. So if I play a spade to the king and then a diamond to the king, yeah, it just doesn't work. So now there's no guarantee they find a club switch, right? I think that it is very possible that West doesn't find a club switch if I play a spade to the king and then start playing hearts. So what was the alternative? I just lead a heart right now. Let's say I lead the 10 of hearts. For one thing, West doesn't know that their partner doesn't hold the jack, or the queen, right? The first heart trick, oh, we can't go back, but it went low, low, jack, king. So if I lead the 10 of hearts, maybe West thinks their partner has the queen and they're afraid of roughing what looks like their partner's natural heart trick with potentially nothing. So that's possible. In that case, I could just cash a heart immediately, and now we're in the position where I can continue playing hearts, because if West gets 2 heart ruffs, those are just with naturals, as opposed to when they got 3 heart ruffs that I was thinking of earlier. 3 heart ruffs, the ace of spades, 2 clubs, and a diamond would be 7 tricks for them. So that is a pretty appealing plan, is to just try the 10 of hearts, and if it holds, then continue playing hearts. That way, at least I'm in control, and I should then be able to play a spade to the king at some point and try and guess the diamond suit, or play 3 rounds of hearts ending in dummy if West declines to ruff every time, and then try and guess the diamond suit. So that's one possibility. And if West roughs the heart, again, it's not so clear that they're going to switch to clubs and get all of their heart ruffs. But maybe they do. Maybe I lead the 10 of hearts, West ruffs. Yeah, if East has the ace king of clubs, I think it's going to be pretty difficult to stop them from finding all of the heart ruffs. And I guess if East has both aces, it's probably also going to be pretty difficult to stop them from finding the heart ruffs. Also, West is still going to have the spade ace. Yeah, if I lead a heart and West ruffs, I think we're probably just down 2. So is leading a spade worse? Because I haven't really gotten to the end of the analysis on leading a spade. This seems like a really complex double dummy problem that there are a lot of possibilities to consider. Okay. I guess let's continue on with the one that seems simplest to me. I lead a spade, West sticks in the 9, let's say. We win the king. I lead a diamond to the jack, it loses to the ace. Now what? West cashes a high spade. And then if they play 3 rounds of clubs, I'm in trouble, right? Because I ruff, but now I'm no longer in control. I can play hearts. But West can ruff with their now low trump, the 3 or whatever it is, and then pull all of my trumps, and then the opponents can run clubs. East probably has 5 clubs. So how many tricks do I lose if I do that? I will lose the diamond ace from here. I will lose a heart ruff. I will lose the ace of spades. The jack of spades. 2 clubs. And I also lose the last 2 tricks because my hearts, yeah, so okay. Ultimately, I've decided I'm just going to lead the 10 of hearts. It looks like I'm down 2. Sometimes they make an error and I'm down 1. But a spade to the king, it looks like I might end up down 3 or worse. All right. Aha! We did it! West didn't ruff their partner's trick. But now, like I said, I think I'm in control. Because now I can continue playing hearts and eventually use the king of spades to get over to dummy. And they won't be able to play 3 rounds of clubs, otherwise I get to dummy kind of cheaply by ruffing. So we continue a heart. West is just ditching everything. West has pitched the jack of clubs now. Okay, let's think at this point, because now what's the plan? I mean, now that I've cashed 2 hearts, I feel like I'm in pretty good shape. Not to make it, but down 1 is very much in the picture. So let's say I win the ace of hearts and play a diamond to the jack and it works. West wins the ace. What does West do? They play a club over. They can get a heart ruff. They could play ace of spades and a spade, but then I think I'm basically good. They'll get the jack of spades at the end. And the 9 of spades, I guess. But if I play a heart to the ace and a diamond to the jack and it loses to the queen, I'm not particularly happy. I mean, West has turned up with the jack of clubs now. Like, East could be ace of clubs, ace of diamonds, jack of hearts, spade void, I guess. That would be 9. East could have ace queen of diamonds, but then a diamond to the jack would also work. But East could also be ace king of clubs. Jack of hearts, queen of diamonds. I mean, I think that's starting to sound a bit more likely, especially with all these club discards from West. So, okay, let's go back to this idea. If I win the ace of hearts and play a diamond to the jack, and West wins the ace, and they cash 2 clubs, and then they give their partner a heart ruff. West is in. They can go ace of spades, spade. They will have ruffed once. They'll have played 2 rounds of trumps, so they're down to the jack, 9, doubleton of spades remaining, and they'll have taken 2 clubs, the ace of diamonds, the ace of spades. That's 4 tricks, and then they'll get last 2 for down 1. I feel like they could have done better on this hand. Is there any way I can do this without guessing the diamond suit? I mean, I obviously don't need to overtake the 9 of hearts and lead a diamond. I can just play another heart, which I guess is what I'm going to do. It doesn't look like it ever costs me, I don't think. Let me think about that for a second. Because, like, let's say I win the 9 of hearts, play another heart, West ruffs, and then they play 3 rounds of clubs. What do I do? I could pitch a diamond from hand, ruff and dummy. Exit the king of diamonds, but West can go ace of diamonds, ace of spades, diamond. I ruff. But then I'm forced to lead away from the 10-8 of spades, so on the 3rd club I could ruff in hand. And then lead a spade up, and then take a diamond finesse. I think it's better to just lead a diamond to the jack now. I mean, obviously I would love to have West ruff in and switch to diamonds for me. That would be very helpful. Okay, let's think about this 4th round of hearts again, because I really want to play it and put West on lead so that I get a chance for West to guess diamonds for me. I am concerned, though, about 3 rounds of clubs, because it looks like I'm down 2 on that line of play that I just postulated, where West ruffs, they play 3 rounds of clubs, I pitch a diamond from hand, and I ruff and dummy. I would have 4 tricks in now. The 3rd club, I ruff and dummy for a 5th trick, but I'm not taking any diamonds anymore. And West is still holding on to 3 natural spade winners, the ace, jack, and 9. And now with the king of spades compromised in dummy, I've kind of lost a trick that way. So if I ruff in hand on the 3rd club, okay, 9 of hearts wins, another heart, West ruffs, they play 3 clubs, I ruff in hand. I'm not even going to think about what happens if West over ruffs, so let's just say West follows or discards. Now I can lead a spade towards the king. So if West is out of clubs, which I think they are, they've pitched 2 clubs at this point, and we've played 3 rounds, so West can't have more than 5. At some point, West is either going to have to lead a spade to the king or lead a diamond for me. So I guess this is fine, right? I score the 5 of spades, so that would be my 5th trick. A spade to the king would be my 6th trick, and I will still have the ability to guess the diamond suit at the end of play. Because West and I will be down to the same shape. We'll each have ruffed once in our long trump hand. Okay. I think I'm on board. Let's play 2 hearts, see what West does. I think they're just going to win and switch to clubs, and then we'll get a better idea about what's going on in the play. Okay. West ruffs, finally. And now, play the 9 of spades. Okay, well, we better win and lead a diamond. I think I'm at the point where I just have to play a diamond to the jack, so... East pitches a diamond, I lead one. East plays low. I think we play the jack. It's looking like East has the ace-king of clubs. They could both be offside. Man, really? West pitched all those clubs. Ugh. That's rough. Down 2. East had a 9 count for their takeout double. That's too bad. They do make 5 clubs. So, again, it might not be the end of the world, but I think it's still probably pretty bad for us. I mean, some of the field will just play the takeout doubler for the diamond ace. We did everything we could to get West to switch to diamonds for us, but to no avail. So, not a great board there. All right, we're coming up on the halfway point. Pass, pass, pass. We got 12. We're in 4th seat. All but a club and just pass partner's response. Seems reasonable. Hopefully we can go plus. Looks like we're in a pretty good spot. So the field may well get to 2 no trump here. A club, a diamond, 1 no, 2 no. How's that contract gonna do? It might depend on how the field handles the diamond suit and where the diamond honors are. I think I do want to spend a minute analyzing 2 no trump before we play. Because if 2 no trump's going down, then all we need to do is go plus, which shouldn't be that hard given the partner's 11 count over there. If 2 no's making, we're gonna need to pull off a miracle. So how are you doing in 2 no? Because it looks like we probably take about the same tricks. You could use both club and heart entries to take diamond finesses, but that's pretty ineffective because then you don't have a way to get back to North's hand. So I think you're probably going to have to go ace of diamonds, run the 10 of diamonds. And then it's all going to depend on where the jack of diamonds is, or if West mistakenly hops up with the king. So if you get 4 diamond tricks, you just have 4 quick tricks on the outside and you make it. If you only get 3 diamond tricks, though, where's your 8th trick coming from? Because unless one of the opponents leads a king-queen in one of the majors and blows up the suit for us, clubs don't look likely to provide a 4th or a 3rd trick, and neither do hearts or spades. So I think it's all going to be about the position of the jack of diamonds. If West has it, 2 no trump is going to make. If East has it, 2 no trump's going to go down. Hopefully it goes down, I should say. Playing in diamonds, we get to be a little bit more efficient on how we handle the trump suit itself. We can utilize all of our entries to take diamond finesses, so I think we'll just take the percentage plan in the diamond suit itself. Diamond to the 10, get back over to North's hand, run the queen of diamonds. That seems pretty reasonable to me. All right, club to the jack and ace. Diamond to the 10. Don't play the jack. No! So we are, in fact, making 2 no trump. That's really sad. Okay, another pretty poor result, unfortunately. Although this one, we definitely did the right thing. I don't feel bad about the auction. How do I want to try and maximize my chances to score extra tricks here? Let's try and isolate the spade threat in East's hand. I'm going to lead a low spade, and I hope that West hops up with the king. Now we might be able to... Oh, spade comes back. I guess I'll play low. We haven't really rectified the count for any form of a squeeze, so there's... We're not doing super hot. I was kind of hoping that West would, like, return a heart when they got in with the king of spades, and... I guess we'll win the ace. I think we should pull the last trump at this point. So what's our plan? I mean, I could duck a heart and hope that they don't switch to clubs, and maybe they make an error at some point and someone gets squeezed. The thing is, the Jack of Hearts is not going to be a particularly effective threat card because West will be the one with the heart guard, presumably, if East plays a high heart when I lead low towards the Jack. They can always push a club through from either side and break up any form of squeeze that we might have, but I guess this is still probably our best chance. Let's lead a heart. East plays the 9. I guess I'll play the Jack. West wins. They do return a heart. So if I play low, I think East is going to cash the spade queen. I think we should hop up with the ace. Hope that there's some sort of triple squeeze that East is not thinking about. They dump the king. Okay. Cash a diamond, pitching a heart. Another diamond. East pitches a club. Okay. So I think East has the queen doubleton of spades remaining and the last heart, and West has the clubs. Yeah. Okay, plus 90. Unfortunately, not going to be a great result because the Jack of Diamonds was in West's hand. Bit of a 50-50 that we ended up on the wrong side of. Pass. We got a 14 count. We'll open no trump. Finally, we get one where we can diverge from the field a bit, at least in terms of opening bid. 2 clubs, single suited. Partner bids Stamen by doubling. Well, we got bid 2 diamonds. Partner bids 2 hearts, showing a major suit invite, 5 hearts and 4 spades. So it sounds as if West has a minor somewhere. We have a very flat hand. We weren't really planning to accept any invites when we opened outside of our no trump range, so we'll just let this one go. This looks like we've probably done okay. Yeah, partner is an 8 count. And if we had the normal auction, a diamond, a heart, a no trump, partner might pass. It's possible partner would rebid 2 hearts. I've seen the robots do it with 5 card suits, but it's not... I mean, it's not normally the right thing to do, I don't think. Does depend a bit on how often you raise with 3 card support. Anyway, we get the 6 of spades lead. Let's... I imagine West has clubs. A couple of options. I think I'm going to win the queen of spades and lead a heart. We could try and sneak a club to the queen, but it's pretty unlikely that's going to gain us a trick. We'll be able to set up a diamond discard from our clubs anyway, and so as long as we have an entry to the south hand at some point later in the play, which hopefully we'll be able to arrange, we can pitch a diamond on the club later. Or if we just strip the major suits and throw West in by leading a diamond to the Jack, Even if West has the ace queen of diamonds, they'll be forced to lead into our king of clubs or king of diamonds later. Okay, this seems good to me. Queen of spades, heart. All right, West hops up with the king, which is good news for us. They do return the 10 of spades. I mean, this would be quite the amazing defense if West started with king third of hearts, but I don't think that's what's going on. Now, we do... Let me just think for a second, because I'm pretty sure that plan that I had come up with of strip the major suits and throw West in by playing a diamond to the jack has a little bit of a potential flaw. East might not figure it out, but let's say I win the king of spades and return a heart here. If East ducks and wins the third round, and then plays a diamond through, I guess West just gets end played immediately, because West is out of spades at this point. Yeah. Okay, so I don't think I need to play the queen of clubs right now, using the ace of spades as an entry, even though I think hearts are probably 4-1. I think I can still afford to just play a second round of trumps, and our eventual plan is going to be to unblock the spades, lead the club queen, West will be in, and West might duck, and either way, we effectively score our king of clubs. Okay, so let's win the king. I guess I could win the jack. I don't think it matters too much. Play another heart. East ducks, that's fine. Play another heart. I don't think it matters where we play the heart from, queen of hearts or low one. I'm just thinking if I was able to win the jack of hearts and then lead a club to the queen, I don't think it really matters. All right, East wins the ace of hearts. They'll probably... Whoa! Did I miss the spade spots? So West turned up with a third spade. Club to the ace. Oh my. Well, there really wasn't anything I could have done about this. The opponents were persistent about getting that spade rough. So West showed a single suitor in clubs with 4 spades, huh? Okay, well, let's rough a club back to hand. And we have to try and guess the diamonds. West has turned up with the ace of clubs, the king of hearts, and that's it. I think they probably have the diamond ace, so let's play a diamond to the jack. All right, we made it. 110. Yeah, it's always tricky at match points to know what to do with 4-6 with a 4-card major of a strong no trump. I think it tends to be right to show the major. You just can't really afford to miss out on the 4-4 major suit fets. But if your only systemic way to do so is to bid 2 spades, spades, and minor, and you don't have like a 4-card major, longer minor hand type, then it becomes very complicated. We went plus. They did get their spade rough. It's a little bit unfortunate. There doesn't appear to be much that we could have done. Yeah, when the 6 of spades got led to the 2, I guess I had already just placed the single-suited overcaller with short spades, and I didn't really stop to consider what it meant when the 10 of spades got led back, because that would not have been East natural spade spot lead from 4 of them. Okay, 110. East passes in first seat. We have 17. The field will open a club. I don't think it's too good for a no trump, so we'll just open a no trump. I'll pass. Well, okay, so where's the field gonna end up? They're gonna play in 3 hearts, right? It'll go a club, a heart, 3 hearts. I'll pass. And in that contract, they have, I mean, technically 3 spades and a club to lose. How many tricks do I have? I have 3 diamonds, 4 hearts, and a club is 8. I need to get up to at least 9. And I might even need a 10th. That's going to be real tough. I guess 10 is pretty difficult in hearts. I mean, you might be able to do it by roughing the 3rd club low and the 4th club high if the opponents don't cash out all 3 spades immediately. But 140 seems to be a pretty likely result. I guess it's possible that some pairs are going to go club, a heart, 4 hearts and just go down. I mean, let's duck trick 1. If they continue a club, I don't think we have great chances of doing better than 120, but maybe they just switch. Well, I mean, ducking this trick makes it somewhat impossible to take more than 8 tricks anyway. But if I win, there's just no chance I have to play on spades and pick up extras. I guess I'm going to play low and hope that, I mean, they'll never switch to spades, but if I can somehow get them to duck or take 2 spade tricks and then switch, I might be able to pseudo squeeze them by running all of my tricks. That feels like the best chance. Yeah, West switches to diamonds. I think I really need to aim for 150 on this, so my best bet has to be to duck 2 spades, hope that they block or that they cash 2 spades and then switch, and then try and run all of my tricks. I'll figure out what to pitch on the diamonds later when I decide how I want to handle the rest of the play. Like, technically I could lead the jack of spades to guard against a stiff 10, but I'm just going to lead low. All right, a diamond comes back. We'll pitch a spade for now. So I started with 17, which means that the jack of spades is not going to be known to be in my hand. They'll see the ace, king, queen of hearts, and they'll probably presume the ace of clubs, but the jack of spades doesn't have to be in my hand. So I think it's okay for me to just play low spade here and then another low spade when I lead a spade towards my hand at this point. Ten of clubs comes back. That's not what I was hoping for, because now this gives West a lot of information. I think West does have both of the black suit cards, though. So this is good. Because now West is going to have to guess what to keep at the very end. And without signaling, West is going to have kind of a blind guess. We might be able to mathematically work out what the robot is likely to keep. So is it more likely that I started with 4 spades or that I started with 4 clubs? I think given the doubleton club and dummy, it's more likely that I started with 4 clubs. So I think I should pitch. Wait, but hold on. If I pitch a club, West is gonna know. Oh yeah, this just doesn't work anymore, does it? Now that the 10 of clubs comes back, there's no way that I can actually swindle West. Disaster. Okay, well, that's sad. Yeah, there's really nothing I can... Oh, that's so unfortunate. If East had just been a good little boy and returned a diamond, we would have done better. All right. Making 2, and this will probably be a pretty bad result, unfortunately. Yeah, West pitches the king of spades, and they preserve their jack of clubs. Too bad. 120. Can't really blame partner. Partner hasn't been watching my videos, but as many of you will know, 4-4 in the majors, a hand that's too weak to respond to a no trump, tends to be correct to bid Stamen. You find a major suit fit far too often that you should just gamble on it. 13 count here. Good 13 to 17 tends to be my range for a no trump, and I think this barely qualifies. It's 4-3-3, but all the honors are working. I'm missing some spot cards, but let's do it. A no trump, all pass. Partner has a 4 count. And the opponent's got off to a pretty good lead. I mean, it doesn't really hurt me, but they are going to start setting up club tricks. And they'll probably continue bashing away at clubs. We can do okay here if West has the ace doubleton of diamonds. We can duck a couple rounds of the suit and then run the suit. So I guess let's start out by playing a diamond to the 10. Which also works if West has queen jack third. If I lead a low diamond and West pops up with an honor, I can decide to play low. All right, club opening lead goes to the 10. I'm going to win the queen. Let's lead a diamond to the 10. East thinks for a long time and plays the jack. This is not a good sign. A club comes back. That's a really bad sign. That's starting to sound like ace queen jack over here. I mean, if East has all of the diamond honors, so we had 13, partner had 4. That gives us 17 combined. The opponents probably were not getting to game on their own. This could be a pretty bad result again. Although, maybe it's pretty flat. If the auction starts a club, a diamond, I don't know if partner will respond. We could end up in the same spot. I mean, even if we got to 1 club, we might end up in the same spot. All right. Ace of clubs holds. I'll pitch a heart. Let's play another diamond. Yeah, that makes sense. That totally makes sense. East cashes the diamond ace. Wow. And West is throwing clubs. So I guess West started with 6 clubs because they pitched 2 of them. Okay. Spade, huh? I mean, I guess I'll play low. King of hearts. 8 of clubs. So East will pitch their diamond on this trick. And we should win. What is West's shape? West didn't continue another heart. So should we try and throw West in with the last club? Like, are they down to just spades? It seems pretty unlikely. The alternative, I think, is to try and throw East in with a heart and get them to lead a spade away from the king. Well, we'll win this trick. Doesn't feel like a great result, but hopefully the field is also here after opening a club. This has seemed like a very subpar set. I mean, unfortunately, I almost feel like we're about average with where we've landed here. A lot of our anti-field positions have just worked out very poorly, and we've also misguessed a couple of things. East cashing the diamond ace felt like a pretty weird play, but I guess they know that the jack of spades is not an entry. I suppose East also knows that they don't... Yeah, I think West has the spade king. So let's exit a club. What if West started with king, queen, doubleton of spades? What would that give West shape? West would then be 2, 4, 1, 6. That seems impossible. I think West is 3, 3, 1, 6, in which case there's nothing I can do. I exit a club, West wins and plays a heart over to East, who cashes 2 hearts, and then I get the ace of spades at the end. But if the hearts are blocked, maybe we escape for down 1. I don't think that's what's going on, but we'll give it a shot. Queen of hearts. Yeah. East gets to cash a heart and we get the last one. Okay. Down 3. All right, board 16. Almost 2/3 the way through. 2 diamonds, weak by partner. Take out double on our right. We have 13. It's not a great hand. We know East is limited to 13. Which is a little concerning to me because I think there's a decent chance the opponents are making a heart or spade contract. I guess I'm going to bid 3 diamonds. I don't have a ton of defense. Otherwise, I would be more interested in redoubling. All right, king of clubs lead. Well, the opponents don't appear to have a large fit anywhere outside of clubs. But they were probably making 2 of a major somewhere. Partner has 6. 6 and 13 is 19. And we know East is limited to 13. So king from ace king. Let's see what happens at trick 2. If East continues the ace of clubs. They switch to the 9 of spades. Oh my god. Well, this hand is starting to turn into a nightmare. I mean, maybe it's good. If all the finesses are losing for us, then they're working for the opponents. And so if we had just passed, for example, the opponents would end up in 2 spades or something, making 3 or whatever. I guess I'll play low. It doesn't really seem to cost trying this hook. Oh. Well, that was nice. I didn't see that one coming. Now what? I mean, the takeout double on light high card points is a lot more likely to have a singleton than a doubleton in trumps. So I'm wondering if I just lead a diamond to the ace. I mean, I could always lead the queen of diamonds, get covered, and then play a diamond to the 9, I suppose. And I don't think it really costs to try the queen of diamonds. You know, maybe we'll decide later that diamonds are 2-2. Okay, let's try the diamond queen. Try the jack. Saw that coming. We'll play low. Diamond comes back. All right. I'll try a spade finesse. I mean, it's a little bit shocking to me that East would lead away from the king jack of spades. I think the spade finesse is pretty likely to lose. That would give East like ace king queen of clubs, maybe ace of hearts, singleton diamond. That would be 13. But then why would West not play the jack of spades? No, something's really not adding up about the spade position. Maybe West forgot to play the jack of spades. So he switched away from the king, and somehow I got 3 spade tricks on this hand. I would really like to get East in somehow in a way that they try to lead ace of hearts heart. And I guess the the answer is that that just isn't going to happen. Okay, fair enough. I guess I'll pull a couple of trumps and play a spade to the queen. He's pitches a heart, but he's probably started 4x1. He's pitches a spade. Okay, king of spades is offside. 7 of hearts switch. This is actually ideal. I really want East to play the ace of hearts on this trick. That's perfect. Yeah. They didn't realize that I was voiding clubs, which was the kind of the key point here on the defense. 110. Oh my god. That is so many diamonds. I have 9 of them. Jeez. Okay. Partner opens a club. Partner's limited to 14 high card points, and a club was not the right opening bid. But, man. So there's a lot of very interesting options immediately. I mean, for one thing, we could just bid 6 diamonds. It's not a terrible bid. Pretty unlikely that West has the ace king of hearts and cashes them at tricks 1 and 2. And if we don't get a heart lead, we may well have decent play for the contract. We could try and be scientific and go searching. I mean, if partner wasn't limited to 14 high card points, I would definitely advocate for science, I think. Because we can always just blast 6 diamonds later, and it's not like the opponents are really going to get their act together and find a good slam save. And if they do, it might be a phantom, right? We don't know 6 diamonds is making. We're just kind of gambling, but it's probably odds on. But because partner's limited in high card points, I mean, we could definitely have a grand. Ace, king of hearts, king of spades. Could I find that out? Sure. We might be able to do it. But if partner doesn't have those cards, there's a decent chance that 6 diamonds makes if we don't clue the opponents in as to what they should lead. Like if I were to, bid a bunch, and then sign off in 5 diamonds, after partner doesn't cue bid hearts, the opponents probably lead a heart and collect the first 2 tricks. Whereas if I just jump to 6 diamonds, maybe they lead a club. I mean, they're they're kind of conditioned to lead dummy suit. So I'm very tempted to just go the 6 diamond route immediately. I don't know what the field is going to do with this type of hand. I think often the field is going to go searching for like 3 no trump with these types of deals, because they've kind of learned that, you know, ace, king, queen, 7th of diamonds, and an outside ace, your partner opens the bidding, you should look for 3 no trump, not 5 diamonds, which is true. But this hand has a lot of slam potential. A big problem with this kind of hand when we're looking for slam is that because we have so many diamonds, partner is never going to be interested in cooperating. It's going to take a while for us to establish a game force. We might get to game force by the 4 level, like a club, a diamond, a no trump. Since we're not playing two-way check back, we would have to bid, I don't know, 2 hearts or something with this hand, and then partner's going to bid 3 no, and then we bid 4 diamonds. And partner's still not going to be interested in bidding a slam in diamonds. Partner's going to just try and sign off in 4 no trump or 5 diamonds with their diamond singleton or whatever. You know, okay, fine. Maybe partner doesn't rebid a no trump with that hand, but you get the idea. So in terms of real investigating, we would probably need to have a much more sophisticated system to be able to show a diamond game force at a lower level, and then be able to bid 3 diamonds forcing. Here, partner bid 3 no trump and then bid 4 diamonds. And now we're basically saying, partner, we have a single suited diamond hand. Like, we don't care if you have a void, diamonds as trumps. Please tell me about your controls. And then I would be very happy. But I'm having a hard time constructing an auction that gets to that point with this partner and the system that we have. So it kind of feels a little bit better to just blast. Let me hover over 6 diamonds and see what they think it shows first, because I'm a little bit concerned. Strong rebuildable diamonds, 20 or more points, fine. Obviously, this could lose out match point wise, like 6 no trump might make. 7 diamonds, of course, could make. But 6 diamonds does feel like a pretty practical bid. So let's do it. Okay, we get a spade lead, and look at that. We are exactly in the spot that we wanted to end up in. A heart lead would have beaten us. Nothing else does. And now we can just take all 13 tricks. West should probably lead a heart. You know, these are types of auctions that are gambling, and you should really try and take the first 2 tricks. Heart away from the king seems automatic from West's hand, but I also know that these robots don't really understand opening leads. 14 count, East opens a heart. We don't have anything to say this time. I don't even think the field will overcall 2 clubs. Maybe they will, but this is just a clear pass from us. Splinter and diamonds, 4 hearts. Wow. Okay. So normally the splinter will be 4 or more trumps. I think a lot of the times it's going to have 5. Just because some of these minimum hands with 4 trumps would better be treated as like a limit raise, as opposed to splintering. I mean, West could have extra values. West could certainly be game forcing with 4 trumps. But, you know, like a 9 or 10 count or something, you probably wouldn't splinter with only 4 hearts. Well, I mean, a spade is the pretty natural lead. We could try and give partner club rough. That's not that crazy. I think East is pretty likely to have missing diamond values, though. King, Jack of diamonds, which is one of the reasons why they didn't get excited over this one. Well, East also has a minimum opener, so maybe I shouldn't jump to conclusions. But yeah, I mean, West could be 3, 4, 1, 5. Ace of clubs and a club could work out. West could be 4, 4, 1, 4. Ace and a club could work out. I guess I will lead ace of clubs. Take a look at dummy at least. And then we'll see where to go from there. It's just very unlikely that a spade lead is going to be effective. It would have to set up a spade trick in partner's hand, because partner can kind of have at most just the king of spades. And that trick would have to be going away somewhere. And that seems very unlikely to me unless West has 5 clubs. And if West has 5 clubs, then I think partner's likely to be getting a ruff. I mean, no guarantee, but East might have done something with the singleton club over 4 diamonds. All right, let's give it a try. Ace 3, 9, Jack. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Partner's not getting a club ruff. So I guess it's time to switch to the 10 of spades. This could have gone badly. I mean, if Declare happens to have queen doubleton of clubs, I guess they don't have a fast entry. Let's just switch to the 10 of spades. Partner plays the 3. Declare plays the 4. I think we know where the king of spades is. Hopefully. Diamond to the king and ace. Don't tell me. There's really nothing more to do. Declare just has the rest. God, no. Oh. It's like every decision that we've made today has just backfired on us horribly. I still like the ace of clubs lead. It's just East happened to be 5-5 in the red suits. So that was the reason it worked out so poorly. Well, 6 boards to go. It's looking like we're not winning again this time. 16 count here. We'll open no trump. We'll accept the transfer. Spade lead. Okay. Well, the trump lead is a little bit uncomfortable because we have a lot of work to do in the heart suit and we're not going to be able to ruff very many hearts anymore. So, like, if we just pitch a diamond on the second round of clubs, then we're going to lose a bunch of hearts later in the play. Maybe that's not true. Maybe spades happen to be 2-2. The 2 of spades is missing. And we can pick off an honor third of hearts in someone's hand. I guess it would have to be East, right? East is the only one we can pick off honor third of hearts from. I guess a bigger issue is how am I going to play the heart suit? Because if I win the spade lead and then I cash the ace king of clubs pitching a diamond, I'm stuck in my hand. I can lead the queen of hearts. West will probably cover and return another spade, but if spades are 3-1, pretty unlikely. I mean, there's no way West is leading low from queen third, right? All right, let's put in the jack. You still play the queen. I'll win the ace. I guess East also wouldn't. I think spades have to be 2-2 with the way this first trick went. East wouldn't play the queen of spades from queen third. So yeah, in that case, I guess let's play ace king of clubs, pitch a diamond. And try the queen of hearts. Queen of hearts to the king. Really, did East have the ace king of hearts, so I could have just let a heart over? Well, East cashed the diamond ace as well. Wait a second. Hold on. Because now I can run the queen of diamonds, right? I guess it doesn't hurt to play the diamond queen. I mean, I could lead a heart up to the jack, but... Oh, no. This is so painful. The opponents have defended so poorly, and now I have too many options. I think I am going to try and run the diamond queen. Okay, good. Whew. We can just duck a heart, ruff a heart, and then pitch one on the jack of diamonds. So West didn't hop up with the ace of hearts when I led the queen out of hand. It's very interesting. Board 20. I mean, so that was probably a pretty flat board, but you never know. We did take as many tricks as we could. Okay, so the opponents have just lost their mind once again. 2 spade preempt. We have a 12 count, so everyone's limited to 12, and East bids 2 no trump. I don't understand why the robots can't figure out what to do when their partner preempts. It's not that hard. Like, if you don't have 15, you just pass. And even if you have 15 without a fit, you probably pass. Or if you have a fit, you can raise. But you don't bid 2-no with a random 12 count, and especially not with a void and spades. That's what I've seen the robots do. If they are void in their partner suit, they're like trying to correct the contract to a better fit. I don't know. This is like an asking bid, though. Anyway, let's see what happens. 3 spades, 4 spades. Like, this is the weird thing about the best hand style tournament, because we know that East doesn't have their bid. I don't know why East doesn't have their bid. Like, maybe they have a ton of distribution and what did 3 spades show? Minimum. Yeah, like this, I mean, this is just kind of nuts, but 4 spades might well be making. In real life, we wouldn't know that the 2 no trump bidder lost their mind until after dummy came down. I don't have great defense. I mean, the king of hearts might score. The king, queen of clubs is probably a trick. The queen, third of spades is not well positioned, whether or not I double, because East probably has a doubleton on an auction like this. Maybe they have 3 of them. I love how it says 17 or more high card points. Yeah, I'd love to see it. I mean, a 12 count that this might make sense. Like, the thing is, I can't imagine a 12 count that would want to bid 2 no. You could just bid 2 spades, 4 spades with a 12 count. Like, if East has ace, king, jack, 10, 7th of diamonds and, like, king, doubleton of spades, you know, maybe you just gamble, right? And bid 2 spades, 4 spades, figuring it's a 2-way shot. Maybe you make it. Maybe you go down and it's a good save. But going through 2-0 with that type of hand, and especially hearing partner show a minimum and then bidding, I don't know what East has. So I'm still kind of tempted to double. Figuring, well, let's look what double is first. Okay, it's not takeout. It's not takeout. That's good. I'm tempted to double because, especially when West shows a minimum, man, there's just no way. I'm going to do it. I think it's percentage given what we know about East's hand, so. Okay. Well, this is actually quite bad. Partner has the ace king of diamonds and dummy has a singleton in that suit. It's not terrible though. Because if dummy gets forced, we get a spade trick, and if dummy doesn't get forced, then we might score diamond tricks later. I'm a bit nervous about the location of the heart queen. Hopefully partner switches to clubs. I'm gonna ask for clubs. Not that partner is paying attention. All right, 10 of clubs to the ace, 3, and jack or no jack? Long tank, 4 of clubs. King of spades, yep. What? Excuse me? What just happened? Oh my god. Holy crap, partner had so many diamonds. My god. Okay, I guess we get a heart trick, right? That's what's happening here. If only I had another diamond to play. What was the king of spades to the ace? What happened there? All right. We'll score our king of hearts, and that's all we get. Oh, Declare had the queen of hearts. I see, I see. Well, plus 200. I mean, like, at least that's good. Man, partner has a lot of diamonds. Wow. Declare had an 8 count. Makes sense. Could they have made this? I wonder. I think the answer is no. Their partner has so many diamonds. Okay, anyway, moving on. Board 21. Pass, pass. We got 14. We'll open no trump in third seat. Transfer to spades. We accept. Partner bids 3 clubs, game force. So in the robot system, 3 spades shows a maximum, which, like, I don't really understand why. So we'll just bid 4 spades, I guess. Get the 10 of hearts lead. Oh, no, really? I mean, this might actually be brilliant for us, but why is partner game forcing this? Partner has an 8 count. I never understand these bids that the robots make. I've seen them do this so often, and it just, you know, they'll invite these 9 counts. Where was the invite from earlier? Board 5, right? Board 5, they had a 9 count. It went 1 no, transfer, invite. Which I think I agree with 10 empty 5th of spades, but you know, it's close, opposite of 15 to 17 no trump opener. But this hand isn't all that much different from that one. Your spade suit's a little bit better. Your whole hand overall is a bit worse. And somehow they've just decided that this hand is a game force, even though we didn't super accept or show any extra values. Okay, well, we're in 4 spades. The 10 of hearts lead. Is East going to play the king at trick 1? They do. So we don't know where the 9 of hearts is. We don't know what's going on in the heart suit, but this is definitely a good start for us. Although we need to think about what we're doing with the clubs. I'm tempted to play a spade to the queen immediately. If the queen of spades wins, then I think we're in pretty good shape to play a club to the ace and a club back to the queen. Hoping to rough the 3rd round of clubs, take another spade finesse, pull trumps. and figure out what to do in the heart suit later. But if a spade to the queen loses and a heart comes back, we're going to be in a position where we're going to have to decide, are we pulling trumps and stopping a heart ruff, or is it okay to give up a heart ruff as long as we get a club ruff in return? So I think I do like that plan, spade to the queen. So let's do that. Long thought from West, low spade. Suspicious. Spade to the queen hold. So I think spades are 4-2, but, or 4-1, I mean. Anyway, I am going to play the club to the ace and a club. 2-4 ace-5. Someone's lying. Club to the king. All right. King of diamonds. West forgot to lead ace-king again. Happens all the time. Jack of clubs. Okay. I will ruff. Ooh, yeah, spades are definitely 4-1. So let's go ahead and I just want to be careful. Because I could ruff with the jack and play a spade to the 10, but I think it's okay to ruff with the 8 and run the jack. And then we can ruff a diamond if necessary. I don't think it matters what I do here, but I'm just trying to be as careful as possible. All right, West covers the jack anyway. Ah, and spades split. We actually have the rest. East didn't ruff the third club because they didn't have a high trump to ruff with. Makes sense. 650. Now, that feels like a pretty good result. Finally our hard work pays off. I mean, we've had some other good results, but this one, we went anti-field. We opened a no trump with 14. Our partner went crazy and game forced their 8 count. We got to 4 spades, and then we took all of the tricks, as many as we possibly could on the hand. So I think that should be close to a top, but we'll see. Board 22, we got 13. This is not a good 13. We are favorable, though. I'm just going to open a club with this one. This one, not a good 13, and that's kind of cut off. It feels pretty close, but we'll just call it a maximum 1 club opener. Club, diamond, a spade. Well, I mean, there's honestly a couple of options given that it's best hand. We could pass, hoping that partner just has, you know, some sort of minimum hand. This might throw off the opponents. They might let us play a spade, which unlikely to be our last making contract, but might be. We could bid a no trump. We don't have a diamond stopper, so that's a little bit uncomfortable, but it's maybe fine. I think those are the two main options. Like a 2 spade raise really should show 4. So I guess we'll just bid a no trump. 2 hearts on our left. Whoa. That is a big bid, and partner now jumps to 3 spades. Oh, supposedly forcing? Huh? What is partner supposed to do if they want to invite? I don't know about this forcing description. That's not it. I'm going to bid 4. I mean, now the jack third of diamonds is a pretty big asset. Since we're not playing in no trump, I do have 3-card spade support. King of hearts is pretty bad, but especially if partner's forcing. I mean, we'll do it. Okay. These hands do not fit at all. I just wanted to announce that to the world in case people, you know, how many top tricks do I have? We have 8, right? 5 spades, 2 clubs, and the ace of diamonds. It looks like 3 no trump was making. I mean, for one thing, West probably just leads one of the red suits and blows a trick at trick 1. But even if they don't, I think I'm going to take the same line of play in no trump as I will here, which is I kind of want to strip the black suits and try to exit to West with ace of diamonds and a diamond. We could play for 3-3 clubs, but I guess it depends how the spades split. Anyway, let's play low at trick 1 and see what West does. They win the 10 of hearts. Yep. They play back a spade, so spades are 4-1 or 3-2. I mean, if West has queen doubleton of clubs, we probably make this. Well, we will if we read the end position, and I think we should get a pretty good count on the hand. So East led a low heart at trick 1, low to the 10. I guess I'm a little nervous that East might have a diamond on her, and that's the reason they led hearts instead of diamonds, but it could be anything. You know, maybe they just closed their eyes and picked a random card from their hand, which seems like what happens pretty often. All right, let's pull a couple of rounds of trumps, and then we'll think about what to do next. West turns up with 2 spades, so I think West has at most 2 clubs. So basically the idea here is that we can play all 3 spades and then the ace king of clubs and kind of go ace of diamonds diamond. Hopefully West is the one who has to win the 3rd round of diamonds, and then West will just be... And so West can't afford to come down to a singleton ace of hearts. Hopefully we'll get a count on West's hand, otherwise we just duck a heart to them, setting up our 3rd heart trick, or 3rd trick, our 9th trick in the heart suit. At least that's the idea. And of course, if we're able to cash 3 clubs, then the squeeze is legitimate, as long as West has king, queen of diamonds, ace of hearts, because then East won't be able to win the 3rd round of diamonds. The only issue is if we cash 2 clubs and West doesn't turn up with the queen, then we play a diamond to the ace of diamond and East has like 10-8 third or something, then they'll be able to stick in the 8 as long as West has carefully unblocked. East will be able to get in with the 3rd round of diamonds and put a heart through at the end, not to mention they'll cash a few clubs. But that's basically the idea here. The alternative is we could have played for 3-3 clubs, but not once West turns up with 2 spades. We have a count. 5 diamonds, 4 hearts, 2 spades. So we'll pull the 3rd trump. West pitches a diamond. Makes sense. Okay. To make this as difficult as possible for East, in case they started with 3 diamonds, I want to cash 2 spades now. Because for East to really... Actually, East might pitch a club if I cash 2 spades, and then I could just duck a club, and hopefully clubs are 4-2. That would make things easy. I still... I'd still rather try and make the contract, though. I think I would still rather play West for queen doubleton of clubs. I mean, West has done a lot of bidding, and they don't have very much in the way of values so far. Like ace, queen, jack of hearts, king, queen of diamonds is really not enough to bid like this. It's not like queen doubleton of clubs would matter, but it would make life a little bit easier. Anyway, let's cash ace spade and pitch... That's the thing. I want to keep all 3 diamonds just in case the 7-6 of diamonds are important. I mean, technically, if I wanted to do my best to try and get out for down one, I could cash 2 spades and pitch 2 clubs here. And then go ace king of clubs, and if the queen drops, we're still in great shape. Diamond to the ace, jack of clubs, pitch a diamond, exit a diamond to west. They have to lead into the king of hearts. So I could do that. But if I want to preserve 4 clubs in dummy, I would need to pitch a diamond on the 4th spade here. And that means I wouldn't be able to throw West in if East only has one of the missing diamond cards, the 10, 9, or 8, that is. Because the 7, 6 diamonds are actually important. If East started with 10 third, or 9 third, or 8 third, I can go ace of diamonds, diamond to the 7, basically. And there's no way that East can get in on the 3rd round. I guess I'm going to play 2 spades, pitching 2 clubs. I still make when West has queen doubleton of clubs, assuming I read the end position. And it doesn't seem to cost much. Like, I give up on the possibility of playing East for 4 clubs if East pitches a club immediately. But if East throws a diamond immediately, I think I can pitch a club and always play for this end play against West. Yeah, East throws a diamond. So it only becomes problematic if East has a diamond honor. I suppose I can pitch a diamond now. Now that East has thrown one. I never need the 3rd diamond anymore. East either has queen doubleton or king doubleton remaining in the diamond suit, or their doubleton doesn't matter. West has to win the 2nd round, and they don't have communication in diamonds. Yeah, so let's pitch a diamond for now. So does West. So West has ditched 2 diamonds. Another spade. East throws a heart. So East is holding on to 4 clubs. I'm going to pitch a club now, and then we'll cash the ace-king, diamond to the ace. Yeah, West has come down to king-queen doubleton of diamonds, it looks like. Aha! Look at that! And a club. Oh, have I miscounted? Wait, did I miscount? West still has 2 hearts and 2 diamonds. No, I didn't miscount. Okay. Well, I did miscount earlier, but oh, West pitched a heart on the 3rd spade. That's what I'm remembering. So now ace of diamonds and a diamond, and West gets unplayed into no. Also, apparently, yes, I did miscount. Man, 2 hearts is absolutely insane from West. I think North should probably just smash 2 hearts and smash 3 diamonds. Anyway, minus 50. That is unfortunate. I thought we were making it at the end. So what? Okay, hold on. I need to go back because it's been a long set. And I want to review what I miscounted. Because I thought I had counted correctly, and then when West pitched the 8 of diamonds at the end, I was uncertain. So West did throw a diamond on the spade. And then another diamond. And then another diamond. Yeah, this 8 of diamonds. I thought West was down to a singleton diamond, and so I was very unclear as to what was happening. So I guess I had counted correctly, but unfortunately there's just nothing I can do in this end position. Yeah, that's too bad. We would have had it if West had the king, queen of diamonds. Oh well. That is unfortunate because the field is also just going to cash all of their top tricks. So 3 no trump happens to make because the queen of clubs falls down, or comes down. 4 spades is down. All right, we got 14 count. Solid 7-card club suit. I mean, it's somewhat tempting to just open a no trump. The robots are often drawn to passive leads, and so we might just get a club lead at trick 1. If we open a club, I'm not too comfortable rebidding 2 clubs or 3 clubs with this hand. I think I would prefer a 3 club rebid, but outside of 7 cashing tricks, which, I mean, is already probably worth a 3 club rebid, we don't have much. It can be really important to right side the no trump. Like protecting partner's diamond holding could be really valuable. If we open a club and the opponent's overcall, we also have a way to kind of get out, depending on what they bid. Whereas if we open no trump and they just are sitting on ace, king, jack, 10, 5th of spades or something, there's not much we can do about that other than hope they don't cash out. I think it's probably relatively close between the two. I mean, with a human partner, I would probably just open a club and rebid 3 clubs and hope that things worked out. We would probably have some sort of useful conventions to play over that as well, to investigate for 3-no if we wanted to. I'm going to try a no trump. Partner transfers to spades, okay. And passes us. That's not what we wanted to see. So this time, I don't understand. Shouldn't this be a no trump invite? Where are these? So partner game forced an 8 count previously. This is an 8 count. Partner just transferred and dropped us. Partner also, earlier in the set, where was it? Transferred and invited with 9. Very similar hand type. I mean, the invite shows... Oh, it shows exactly 9 high card points? I didn't even realize that that invites promise exactly 9. Wow. That seems absolutely incorrect. just to clarify. Anyway, we get the 9 of clubs lead. This looks horrible. If we could have played this in no trump, we would be happier. So where's the field gonna end up? A club, a spade, 3 clubs. I mean, they might bid a club, a spade, 2 clubs, I guess. 2 clubs is going to take 9 tricks, it seems. Maybe 10, depending on the location of the diamond ace. I guess let's start by winning the jack of clubs and lead a diamond to the king. Holding? Not today. Diamond comes back. All right, let's ruff. Let's play heart to the jack. Right? Heart to the jack, not heart to the ace. Okay, I need to pause and think. Let's not speed up too much just because there's 2 hands left. So if I play a heart to the jack and it loses, they can pull trumps. Cash a diamond. If I play a heart to the ace and ruff a diamond, and then play another heart, it's pretty likely I score a second heart trick anyway. I was hoping that I could play a heart to the jack. Let's say it wins. Cash the ace of hearts. Ruff a diamond and try leading the 7 of clubs. And if West led a singleton, West might not ruff. And the 7 of clubs would just hold. How many tricks am I taking? I have 2. Let's say I get 2 hearts and a diamond rough. That gets me up to 5. Great. uh, yeah, I think this is just going to be a bad result either way. So maybe I do need to play for the best luck, which is the Jack of Hearts holds. If I can ruff the diamond and score the 7 of clubs, and then also play another club through, promoting a trump trick, I can escape for down 1, which... I mean, you never know. The ace of diamonds was offside. Maybe 3 no trump gets bid at some tables and just goes down. I mean, yeah, maybe the auction goes a club, a spade, 3 no at some tables. And then it's all going to come down to the opening lead. So how many does 3 no go down if the defense starts diamonds? They'll get 5 diamonds and they'll get probably 3 spades. Down 4. That may be our best chance to salvage some match points, is to try and beat the pairs that are in 3 no trump down 4. So if I play the Jack of Hearts and it loses, and then they pull a trump and then play diamond, diamond, I ruff, and I cash 2 hearts, that might be the end of my tricks. I guess I could play the ace of hearts, ruff a diamond, and try the 7 of clubs. The thing is, West might pitch a heart. All right, let's go ace of hearts. Yeah, West does pitch a heart, so I guess I'll try another club. Yeah, we could have scored an extra trick here. So do we get 1 in the end for down 1? I think that's what's going on here. Well, minus 100. So I don't think we could have made it if we had taken the heart hook, if West ruffed the 2nd club, but again, they did not. Okay. We'll see how it scores. I mean, it looks like 3 no trump might make. West could lead a heart at trick 1. You never know what they're going to do. But minus 100, probably not going to be a great score. This has just been a terrible day. I mean, I think I've said that before and we've been in the mid-60s, but I cannot imagine that with this set. A heart pass to us. Well, we got a bid spades, so I guess the question is, how aggressive do we want to be with the hand? If we think the hand's too good for a 1 spade balance, we could double, planning to bid spades. It's 15, stiff king, queen doubleton. We have 5 cards in the opponent's suit. I think we should just bid 1 spade. Okay, Pard. That was a pretty big bid opposite a balancing hand, but I'm excited. So is there any reason to believe 3 no trump is going to do better than 4 spades? Probably not. I think partner has a heart void a lot of the time here. Maybe a singleton. Let's just bid 4 spades. I wasn't really interested in looking for slam. Ace of clubs lead. All right. Unsupported ace. Love it. So we have a club loser, diamond loser. We need to figure out how to play the diamond suit, but I guess that's a problem for later. So ace of clubs holds trick 1. West switches to the ace of diamonds. Are they going to continue a diamond? Yep. Okay, so much for the problem of how to play the diamond suit. Well, this is going to be a fast one. You can just hit that claim button, take all 450, and see how we fared. I mean, again, I think this was a very poor set. Yeah, we also have a ton of minus scores, which is just not good in this format with best hand. Maybe some of our plus scores are good. I mean, I'm sure board 20 was good. We've had a couple of other nice results. 6 diamonds might be okay. Let's take a look. Yeah, this is not what we were hoping to see. I mean, lots of 90s, but... Oh my god. No way! No way! Man, I'm always so upset with my round. And somehow, some way, we still managed to pull out an okay set. I don't know what was so good about this round. Let's take a quick look back through, but we'll maybe do a little bit of analysis tomorrow before we start the second day. So we started off pretty good. 91% for 2 clubs doubled down 4. I don't know if that was because we took all of our tricks on defense or because we ended up defending 2 clubs doubled. I guess we can look to see what the field's doing tomorrow. 6 no trump down 2 was not great, but it wasn't as bad as we expected. Maybe the field kind of took a similar line of play. Maybe some of them got to a different contract and it just went poorly. We could have gotten out for down 1. That might have been worth quite a few match points, but here we are. Not a 0. Board 4, making 2 and a no trump was very good. Just getting to a no trump as opposed to clubs or diamonds was pretty nice, and then kind of swindling the opponents into giving us an extra trick was good. Board 7, 10 tricks and 3 no. Yeah, this one we kind of knew was going to be good for us because we got to 3 no trump. The defense really screwed up by giving us club tricks. We got a streak of 90s back to back to back here. Board 8, 3 no trump, making 5. Another excellent result. Yeah, this is the one where we eschewed playing the heart contract because we kind of realized that king jack 4th of spades was just going to be a good holding most of the time. Board 9, a no trump, making 2. Was also quite nice. We were able to set up the spades, and yeah, the opponents made a huge error at the end of play. They squandered all of their diamond spots, and the 5 of diamonds took a trick. 2 spades doubled down 2 was not too bad, 40%. So not as bad as we had thought. We did misguess the diamonds, though, so it could have gotten a much better result. Board 13, we bid and made 2 hearts. We had this 14 count, open no trump. We got to the heart fit. We kind of expected that one to be pretty good, 95. This is what often tends to happen when we make these out of field no trump bids and then just kind of reason our way through the play, is that we get good results. 1 no down 3 went terribly. That's a bit of a shame, but we kind of saw that coming. Wow, 3 diamonds making 3. This is the one where they blew up the heart suit, so that was nice. 6 diamonds making 7 was not as good as we expected, 69%, but still not a bad result. And then down the stretch, 4 spades doubled down 1. Really nice board, especially when you know more than the field about what's going on in the hand. You know, obviously the field had the same information as we do, but the field might have expected that East had a real bid. I've just seen the robots do this before, so we knew that East was kind of just messing around with their 2 no trump bid for whatever reason. I have no idea why East thinks this is a game 4 ups at a preempt, but they got there, we doubled, we collected our penalty. 4 spades making 5 on board 21. That was a really nice result. We took all of our tricks. opened to no trump as well. So we kind of saw that coming. And then down the stretch, it wasn't actually so bad. Getting to 4 spades on 22, going down 1 was actually a bit above average. I don't really know why, but maybe people ended up going down extra, I guess. 2 spades down 1 on 23, actually above average as well. I'm surprised by that result. And then closing it out with a little bit above average 64. So 68 on day 1. I think the day is mostly complete. 24 tables, probably about the most that we're going to see. Maybe it'll get up to 28, 29. But we'll be in good position going into day 2. We won't be leading. There's always someone who's going to have a 75% game or 78. I don't think I've seen any 80s, but I guess it's possible. But if we string a couple more of these 68s back to back, then I think we'll be in good shape. I do feel like a lot of things went very poorly today. So as long as we improve our luck and improve our guessing tomorrow and Monday, we might win this thing. So thanks for watching, and we'll be back tomorrow with day 2 of the event. Stay tuned.